evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We are back tonight once again with the Barry Huckleheim career mode. We're going for the 3P, as Eddie says. We're going for triple wins. We won our in Baku. We won our in Monza. Are we going to win here in Singapore as well? It's been a very good start to mid-phase of the season, I should say, really. It's been a very good mid-phase of the season so far, but we're looking to try and get that extra win now and extend our championship advantage by even further. We've extended that championship range now by an extra 40 points over the last few races. It's now a 50-point gap between ourselves and... Let me check. I think it's 50 point. Let me double check. We are on 298. He's on 248. So we have a 50-point gap over Fernando Alonso heading into the back end of the season now. So we're in a very, very good spot. And I'm very happy about that. But hopefully, we can hold it. That's the most important thing. Hopefully, we can hold it. I do apologize for a little bit late to the stream today as well. I ran into a lot of PC issues this evening. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to go live at one point. But thankfully, I did get it resolved, and we are good, and we're all happy and dandy now. So hopefully, everything's okay. Hopefully. But if you guys notice any difference in volume levels, let me know, because that's to reset everything, essentially. But I tried to get back to where it was before. Hopefully, it's somewhat similar, maybe identical, if I'm lucky. And, yeah, hopefully everything will be okay. It's minus 10 degrees for you right now. Too cold to walk a dog, right? I think it's where my dog really wants to go. Dogs will be dogs. He'll probably go outside for a couple minutes, realize it's terrible, and then never want to go out again. But honestly, my dogs love the cold. I have Amber's a big fluffy dog. She loves cold weather. So snow is like her ideal weather, and yeah, she loves cold temps. It's her element. Only one person said not F1 on the prediction, by the way. GG, K-Crave. 15,000 going to you. What up, Danny? How's it going, mate? Well, Dutch, how's it going as well, dude? Yeah, just throw a toy outside for a little bit, something like that. And then when she realizes that it really isn't all that, she'll be back inside in no time. Just take her outside the door for a weird weather is bad. Yeah, literally. Dana's dog hates cold weather. She'll go outside for a second, realize it's horrible, and just not even want to go for a pee or anything. She'll just come back straight inside. You have to convince her to go and pee just so she can actually empty her bladder. 41 degrees Celsius here in Africa right now. 41, Jesus Christ. In December as well. You basically got summer over there, haven't you? we usually get, at the moment, we're getting like in the single digits. We get like 4 or 5 degrees. On a good day, we'll push up towards 10, but doesn't get any higher than that usually. My dogs don't care about weather. Mine don't really either, but they'll always try and find the cold spot in the house because, I don't know, all my dogs are like that. I think they learn off each other just to try and find the cold spots, so... Is it daytime or nighttime for you? It's nighttime. It's pitch black outside. It gets pitch black at like 3:30 p.m. or something, 4 p.m. Over here at the moment. You don't really get a lot of daylight over here. The snow did cause their paws to hurt them after a bit. Really? How dense was your snow for it to cause harm? My old lady dog hates every temp known to man. My little puppy loves weather. She's just supposed to be outside. Exactly. My dogs are the same. If my dogs are outside, they're in their element. They're in their element. Yeah, no, Amber's a little bit... She doesn't like being too hot. And she's always panting. She's always trying to get rid of all her body heat. So, she's always trying to find the coldest rooms of the house. Even in the winter, she'll find the coldest rooms in the house. She just, yeah. I guess when she's that, big and fluffy, I guess, they always try and do that, don't they? So, Jacob, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. But, yeah, we do have the Singapore Grand Prix tonight. We have finished up our European leg of Season 3 as we now finish up kind of the Asian sector as well, really, I guess. But, yeah, we are going to Singapore today. We have got, obviously, Qatar for this one as well, which I believe is also a sprint race. Then we've got Mexico, Brazil, Portugal, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. And then that is the season. And not just the season, but also the career done as well. This is the final season we're doing of this career. So, hopefully, we can end it with a bang and secure another world championship to add to our collection. But, yeah, Singapore up first, and hopefully we can have a good race. This is how the championship is faring up so far for those who haven't seen it recently. But as you can see, 50 points is the gap between ourselves and Fernando Alonso after Azerbaijan. You can see the last few races have been monumental for us. We won in Belgium, we won in Monza, we won in Baku, and hopefully we can get another win in Singapore today. It will be tricky. Singapore will be even trickier than Baku, probably, if you ask me. But, yeah, hopefully we can try and do that and get a good result today. Obviously, all those wins we got there as well were with fastest laps as well, so we absolutely cooked in those races. Zandvoort's the only one in the last few races where we actually dropped points for Alonso, and it was only by a few points. But otherwise, we've been, yeah, all over him and Verstappen in the recent races. So hopefully we can continue that in Singapore today and continue our championship charge. But I'm Nico, how's it going, mate? Right. What do we need to do first? Let's do our specialists, as we always do. Completely become no more than 2 collisions with other cars. Drive 220 miles during the race weekend. Let's do... I think we'll do 220 miles, right? That sounds like we'll do quite a bit of mileage this weekend. I'm good, Nico. How did the game finish? I saw you had 3-1 up. That was the last I saw. Dentist appointment today? I hate the dentist. It's my least favorite time of the year is when I have to go to the dentist. What up, Azimus against what I did? Complete any session with a fast lap. Overtake 8 cars out on track in the race. We'll go for 8. We'll try and overtake 8 cars, but it might be a little bit tricky depending on the strategy and where we are in the race and stuff. So we aren't guaranteed to do that one. Reach a speed of 189 miles per hour during the weekend. Achieve a quality position of 5th or better. We should be able to do that, definitely. And we'll do complete 16 laps during a race weekend. We'll easily do that as well. There we go. All right. Let's head into Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we've got faring up for us today at the Marina Bay Street Circuit, shall we? Are we going to have a wet one? That's the big question. Are we going to have a wet one? Your permanent retainer broke? Or have you got to get a new one or something, Kekray? Or then just take a chainsaw to your mouth just to say, gums are bleeding, floss more. Literally. They will absolutely terrorize the inside of your mouth just to say that, yeah, you just need to floss a little bit more. Maybe get an electric toothbrush you haven't ready or something like that. I don't know. Gonna get a removal one? Yeah, I think that's what Dana has, actually. I think she's got a removal one. I can't quite remember exactly what she has, but... Singapore's probably my favorite track. Really? I like Singapore. It's not my favorite, but it probably... Out of all the street circuits, it probably is one of the better ones, I'd say, so... Right, looks like we are going to get some rain in FP1 and FP2. The rest of the weekend, though, is going to be dry. The most important sessions in quali and race is going to be dry. No rain expected for that, but FP1 and FP2 will have its fair share of rain. I mean, to be fair, the start of the race is 21% precipitation, so who knows? Maybe it actually might be a little bit moist in the track. We'll never know. We'll never know until we get there. Right, is there anything else we've got to do here? Yes, let's switch up our vehicle stuff real quick. We'll go number 3 on the ICE, and UK will go number 2. Number 1 here. That can stay number 1, actually. That's 45%. That can stay number 1 as well. That stays number 2, and the gearbox will switch over to 54% on that one, I think. Okay. I agree, Noob. I agree. I like the new straight wave, and I call it. Getting rid of that section was actually quite nice. I think it allows for like a better overtaking opportunity as well, because you wouldn't really get any overtakes through that section. So I prefer it. I prefer it as well. Right, race strategy, fuel management, and tire management is what we've got on fair today. Let's get cracking. I like street circuits. They feel more exciting and faster when driving. Maybe while driving, but I don't know. I'd rather watch an actual racetrack rather than a street track, personally. But I do really like Jeddah. Jeddah's one of my more favorite circuits, and that's obviously a street circuit as well. Oh, seeing Lewis Hamilton in that red suit is just, it doesn't feel right. I'm not used to it yet. I'm not used to seeing Lewis Hamilton in the red race suit. Right, let's set up first of all. Singapore, here we go. Right, so let's crack on with probably... I don't really want to do any of these in the wet, really, because obviously it's not going to rain during quali or race. So, how long is rain going to be here for? Let's have a quick look. 15 minutes? That's not too bad, actually. That race suit looks good. Is it part of the mod? Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the liveries, the race suits, the pit crew outfits, I think have changed a little bit as well. They're all part of the mod. I'll probably go into the last half an hour, actually. I don't think we're going to do any wet running, chat. I'm sorry. And there's no Huckleheim. We're not going to do any wet running for this session. I hate to break it to you, but there won't be a Huckleheim on this one this time around. Even the sounds as well. The sounds of the cars have adjusted a little bit with the mod too. Fine. 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 Is it still raining? Yes, it is. Fine. 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 We'll do it. Just so you guys can have some Huckleheim.
We're ready to go.
For that reason only, though. That is the only reason. What up, Jam? How's it going, dude? Oh, Jammer. I can't say jam because we have another jam in the chat, so... We have a jammer and a jam. Alright, let's go do a little bit of tire management there. Might be a little bit weird to do it on the inters, but we'll make the most of it. Whenever you're ready, TTS. Take your time, no rush. Whenever you're ready. Nobody's trying to hurry you. Oh.
Team Radio.
There it is.
Noob Master 5000 says Huckleheim for the win.
Everyone loves a bit of Huckleheim. Huckleheim for World Champion 2026. We will be there. We will be there. I tell you what, the rain actually has stopped now, so. That's great timing, isn't it? That's great timing. Whenever you say route, I get confused. Well, sounds like you need to change your name then. Thoughts on Gasly? Good driver. Looked very solid in the second half of the season. I think he had a bit of a tough time originally at Alpine. But, yeah, second half of the season, he's really started to pull through a bit more. But I think Alpine have also focused on him a lot more since the announcement of Ocon leaving. So, I think a lot of priority went Gasly's way. But yeah, I like Gasly. I liked him at his at AlphaTauri as well before he left to Alpine. Thought it was solid there. Huckleheim's like that episode of SpongeBob where everybody cheers when Carrie gets put on the stage. Yep, it's a star of the show. Where's Ocon going? He's going to Haas, which is a very strange one. But I suppose there wasn't really a lot of option for him, so... Car's starting a little bit right now, but it's on the inside, so... Gasly had $0 in car costs. See, I don't know if that's true. Because I remember him doing interviews and stuff saying that he had damage to his Alpine and stuff like that. So I don't know how true that actually is that he cost the team $0 in damages. I saw 3 individual interviews with him where he was talking about how damage affected his race. I think Monaco, when he collided with his teammate, Ocon, I believe he got a bit of damage out of that. So I don't know if that was actually true. That whole $0 damage. I thought that was mechanical damage. Damage is damage, I mean. Doesn't matter how. Oh my god, hello. Okay, the rears are not sticking at all at the minute. Sliding away like crazy on me. Car is not enjoying the interconditions right now. We're spinning like crazy out there too. What up, Gladsick? And we are doing very good against the time delta. Not so much against the tire wear though. What's my favorite kind of cake? Red velvet. I'm sorry, it's this fryer that I'm holding up right now. I'm struggling a lot for grip. Did go P5 though. Is Leclerc on the dry tires? I think he might be. And that's why I was a bit faster than us in that lap. Lemon meringue pie is a masterclass. I'm not sure if I've had lemon meringue. Not that I remember anyway. How do you have the 2025 cars in the game? 2026 actually. But no, they're mods. I'm using mods. You can't get mods on console, of course, only on PC. Yeah, the back end's really loose. Yeah, to be fair, a Biscoff cheesecake is god tier. I love Biscoff in general. Biscoff is by far like my favorite biscuit, favorite flavor of milkshake, all that sort of stuff. Anytime I see like a restaurant or like a diner of some sort do a Biscoff milkshake, I'm all over it. It's my go-to order usually. Yeah, the back end is not sticking at all. It's just sliding away like crazy. Maybe the track is definitely more leaning towards dry tires now or something. What's Verstappen on behind us? Not too sure. Can't really see his tires at the moment. Yeah, they're really good, Root. Really, really good. Looks a bit dry. It still is a little bit damp, but I do think it's probably preferring the dry tire now. Verstappen was still on the inters, actually. It says the tire wears are heavy right now, but I wonder if that's because of the conditions. Most likely is. Okay, what I think we might do, we'll do a quick return to garage. We'll simulate to when it's better for dries, and then we'll try again on that program. Because we were struggling a lot with the tire condition there. Right, let's skip a little bit of time. Lots of wheel spin, yeah. Quite easy to get that in on a track like this with these conditions. Spitfire, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in, welcome in. Cadillac reportedly secure Ricciardo for the 2026 Formula 1 lineup. Really? So he's coming back for another return? I don't know, man. I don't know. There we go. We're seeing softs and mediums and hards and all sorts being used now. Right, let's try that program again. We'll use the hard tires. And we'll do flying laps there. It's warmed up straight away. He never left for me 2.0. How do you put mods on it? You install the mods and you put them into game files. Very simple. Who do you think will be the #1 driver for McLaren next season? I don't think they'll go into the mentality of having a #1 or #2 driver, but if they had to pick, it'd probably be Lando. But maybe they'll see how the season unfolds and then decide based off that. Right, let's try the tire wear again, this time with dry tires. A lot more grip at turn 2. Oh my god. Might got a little bit too early on the throttle. Proves the back end is still kicking around a little bit though. Who's joining Russell Mercedes? Kimi Antonelli. Alongside Russell. I think they're always made to look a little bit sad, right? Let's be honest. But don't worry. After 6 months of Cadillac, he'll have another leaving interview. When was the last time you see a leaving interview with Ricciardo? 15 million to buy Perez out of his contract. I mean, why did they even give him an extension? If they hadn't given him an extra year extension, then they wouldn't even need to worry about it. Bizarre, very bizarre. Our times don't feel too bad, to be fair. 27-0 puts into P11 for now. Maybe Horner really likes Mexican food. I mean, to be fair, Mexican food is pretty elite. We gotta say. Mexican food is pretty damn good. Put up, Mr. Loviak. Do you use any mods to make the racing better? No, I tried using an AI mod that basically made the AI, you know, a bit stronger and stuff, but it made their straight line speed ridiculously overpowered. So I stopped using that one. I'm kind of just relying on the latest patch, really, with the AI update. But no, I've not really done any, like, performance mods or anything like that to tweak things around. Turkish food is better. I don't mind Turkish food. Turkish food's decent. My favorite, though, is Indian food. I love Indian food. That is my favorite cuisine. That is absolutely elite. Catch up to Ollie a little bit here. We might get a purple here if we just have a good final corner. Drops a little bit on tyre wear. Damn, 26.3, P6. Indian food in Nepal was top tier. I bet it was. I'm guessing you probably saw like a lot of street vendors and stuff, didn't you, Jam? Where are shawarmas from? Shawarmas, I believe, are Middle Eastern. Someone with a bit more culture might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they're from the Middle East. To be fair, Middle Eastern food's not too bad either. Yeah, Benjamin's going to hold me up a little bit here. Just a bit annoying. What wheel do I use? Do extra mark wheel in the chat, my friends. How many seasons have been with Merc now? This is our second season. Season 3 overall, Season 2 with Merc. Oh! Don't see her playing its part. Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't think we're going to get purple. I don't think we're going to get purple, unfortunately. Why you got the diff at 100%? Because that's the meta. Everyone used the diff at 100%. Chinese is the best. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It depends what you mean by Chinese. If you mean actual authentic Chinese food, then yeah, it's good. But if you're talking about like a Chinese takeaway sort of thing, a lot of that shit is very fake. It's not even authentic Chinese food most of the time. 276. Okay. Well, to be fair, we've still got a green. It's not too bad. We're very close to purple. That final corner just dropped it below the purple. But I don't think that's too bad. As long as we're good on tire wear, then I'm happy with that. 26.3 on the hard tire as well. Feels pretty good. We're faster than Piastri, who's on the hards. I'm not too sure what tire everyone's used so far, but Thai food? Yeah, Thai food's not bad. Is pho from Thailand? You know, like the soup with like the ramen and ramen noodles and bean sprouts and stuff in it. Is that from Thailand? Vietnam? It is. You're right. Pho is from Vietnam. But I really liked pho. I had an authentic one for the first time when I was in Canada, and I really liked it. I really, really liked it. It is true, noob. Yeah, it is true. What's it want to be playing F1 on controller? To get a wheel. Pho's amazing? Yeah. Yeah, when I was in Ontario, I had it for the first time from like this, I don't remember what the restaurant was called, but, yeah, it was like an authentic Asian-style food, basically. And, yeah, I decided to order pho because I never had it before. Heard good things about it, but never tried it. So I was like, you know what? Let's try it. And, oh, dude. My belly was bigger than Mars. What up, Carl? Sounds good, mate. Had Asian food for my birthday the other night. Good stuff. Yeah, Asian food generally is very good. I'm a fan. Have you seen the Aston Martin Valhalla? Of course I have, mate. Of course I have. Over 1,000 brake horsepower in that motherfucker. I tell you what, I thought the price wasn't too bad. I think they priced it at like 825,000, which obviously, you know, is expensive. But for the spec you get, I think that's actually a pretty fair price. I was expecting it probably to be in the mill, really, but yeah, 850 grand for it was. I was surprised. I thought it'd be a bit more expensive than that. What do you guys think Red Bull will do with Checo? I mean, it's expensive to buy out his contract, but Red Bull exactly, you know, let's be honest, Red Bull don't have any issues with money right now. I don't see any reason why Perez should still be at Red Bull, unfortunately, really. No one wants to go to work, Carter. No one wants to. Denton, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. Palestinian food. Don't think I've tried Palestinian food. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go in this session. Let's do fuel management real quick. We'll use our sauce for that. And then that'll be us done with this session, I think.
All set. We're ready to go. So let's get the car out onto the track.
Use the parent sponsor money to buy out the contract. Stonks. There you go. I'm sure Kit Kat probably providing a good amount of money for him, so just use that money and get the man gone. That's it. But no, there is no reason why Perez should be a Red Bull next season. I mean, I saw a stat, I think it was last night, where the gap between Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez was bigger than the gap between every other driver combination combined. I think it was like 250-something between Verstappen and Perez, and it was less between all the other driver gaps combined. I mean, that is really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, I can't remember the exact points gap, but yeah, it was insane. All the other teams combined have a smaller points gap than Verstappen and Perez. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know if it highlights how good Max is or how bad Checo is. Probably the latter, right? Maybe both, actually. But yeah, there's no reason why Sergio Perez is or should be at Red Bull. But it looks like if they are going to get rid of it, they're going to bring up Lawson, which is wild to me. Absolutely wild. I don't know what Yuki Tsunoda has to do. I really don't. I don't understand why Red Bull don't like him. Yeah, the race is still starting up a little bit. Yuki said the car really suits him. Yeah, he did the post-season testing for Red Bull, and he was, you know, full of praise on it. But I wonder if that was just trying to buy himself some brownie points, essentially, to try and get the seat next year. I wouldn't put it past him doing that. I think we'd all do the same, wouldn't we? Try and, you know, get us that seat. Any reason why they wouldn't go in for Gasly? I don't think Gasly would really want to go back. I think they already tried to inquire about Albon, but he already said he doesn't want to go back to Red Bull, and I assume Gasly's probably in the same boat. They know what it's like there. They know the pressure. They don't want to deal with that, essentially. Plus I'm sure Alpine would be very reluctant to let Gasly go. They'd be very reluctant. Yeah, but you have to remove one, Stroll or Perez. Stroll. That's an easy one. Don't get me wrong, both drivers have been very, very poor, but yeah, Stroll, yeah. He should have been gone a long time ago, really. What up, Anthony? Gasly didn't cost Alpine in my last season. They definitely won't want him to leave. See, again, I said this earlier in the stream. I don't think that stat is true. Because I saw several interviews that Gasly did over the season where he was saying that damage to his car, you know, affected his pace or something like that. Along those lines. I don't think that's quite true that he cost the team 0. He probably got a bit of damage with that contact with Ocon in Monaco. I don't think that stat is very true. The big left hit. It's going to be a little bit tricky to try and get this into the purple. There's only a few lifting zones, really, to try and manage the fuel. Oh, Jesus. Oh. That's a bit of a fuck up. It's based off drivers causing damage. I don't think it's about causing damage. I think it's about just being involved in things like that in general, whether it's your fault or not. He hit Ocon in Suzuka. I don't remember that one, but I was also half asleep for that race. Lewis or Max? Right now, Max. In their career, Lewis. Oh, that wind damage is already feeling its presence. But we finished in Baku. We won in Baku. Took a lovely P1. Yeah, I don't think we're about to get on the into the purple on the fuel management. But to be fair, we are keeping in the green fairly consistently, so that's not too bad at least. We're trying to do a big lift here. Okay, just a little bit. Backwards unbelievable race. It was a great race. Yeah, that two-stop strategy really proved its worth, didn't it? Then there was definitely a bit of doubt about the tyre wear at the end of the softs, but we made it work. That two-stop was definitely the way to go. Thank you, Jockey. Appreciate it. What the starting to season for us have been in comfortable control all season. We definitely have not been. We have been leading the Drivers' Championship the entire way through, but definitely not comfortably. I think going into the Belgian Grand Prix, it was only 10 points between ourselves and Alonso. Last few races have been outstanding. We've got 3 wins of the last 4. We've really picked up our form. Yeah, we've got the gap to 50 points now to Alonso, so the last few races have been massive for us. Absolutely massive.
Program complete.
Okay, we got a green there.
Definitely do better.
We got a green.
Another shot.
I would go for a bit of a push lap, but without wind damage, I don't think it's really worth it. Tyre wear 6-8% after a few laps there, so the softs will probably get about 6 laps out of at the most before they start falling off. So gonna be a little bit careful with the soft tyres, I think. What's the difficulty here in Singapore? I think we're still running at 108 right now. I think we're still running at 108. What would be the most dominant team in F1 history? So the team drivers in year. I mean, overall it's Ferrari. Ferrari have the most constructors tied to it, if that's what you mean. But in recent years, obviously, Mercedes were very strong. Red Bull have been winning quite a few titles in the last 10 years, but I don't think... When was the last time that Ferrari won the constructors? I think it was, what, nearly 20 years ago, I think now? Don't remember the last year they actually won it, but, yeah. McLaren obviously have a very rich history in the sport too, but I don't think they won as many titles as Ferrari. Was it 2008, was it? So yeah, long time ago. Long time ago. I don't think it's a good look for Ferrari that McLaren got a championship before them. Because I think McLaren's was, what, 25 years, was it? Something like that? So I think McLaren winning a Constructors before Ferrari is not a great look for Ferrari at all. Especially considering their, you know, history of rivalry over the years as well. 1998 for McLaren, so 26 years, actually. 26 years. Do you think Hamilton's going to start winning again and return to his form? Depends how much you trust Ferrari. I think he's got the abilities to. I don't know if we'll have the car to. That's the problem. The invention of the Temper Pyre rules removes any credibility from McLaren. I mean, it is true. We got Silvera rules in this career.
Until next time, goodbye.
Last one where Ferrari won, I was in the in my mum's room. Yeah, I was 8 years old when Ferrari won that Constructors then. Right. That is the end of FP1, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos Sainz and... Charles Leclerc, actually, is on top in FP1. Carlos Sainz, our teammate, in P2, with Verstappen in 3rd place right now. So, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull after FP1. Ocon in P4, Hamilton in P5 on the medium tyre there. Gasly in 6th with the softs. Lance Stroll in 7th with the mediums. We did our fast lap on the hards. We did have a bit of wing damage on the soft tyres, but we didn't really go for a push lap or anything. So, I think being P8 on the hard tyre there is not that bad. George Russell did a 26.8 on the hard tyres as well. So, I think that's a pretty good pace in the hard tyres there. Fairly content with that. Then we've got Piastri and Albon directly below us. And you can see the rest of the order there as well. Quite a few hard tyres down here too that we are much faster than. So, yeah. All right. Good stuff. On to FP2 we go then. I was less than a year when Kimi won the World Drivers' Championship. Yeah, I was 7 when that happened. I was 7. I don't know if... I don't remember a lot about it, though, to be honest with you. My earliest memory I have of F1 was probably, like, 2008. But I grew up a big Schumacher fan. My dad was very adamant on telling me that. I had, like, a lot of Schumacher merch and stuff like that in my wardrobe. So, I definitely watched F1 before 2008. I just don't remember anything of it. I don't think I was, you know, sentimental enough to remember anything from it, so...
14 months. Vonsepoggers, it feels like I've been here way longer.
Yo, Deadcore, thank you for the 14 months, dude. I appreciate that, man. It does feel like a lot longer. But to be fair, 14 months already is pretty damn crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to spin chat to welcome Deadcore into Vince after 14 months. Appreciate it, dudes. My earliest memory of F1 is laughing at that one drive. One of the drivers was called Ham. Yeah, I think that got probably a few laughs as well in my school and stuff, so. First race I watched was Spain 2016 at my granddad's house. Max Verstappen's first win. That's the reason why. Hey, Jam. Totally not because of what happened lap 1, turn 3. Turn 4, sorry. Definitely because of Max Verstappen's first win. First race I watched was Spa 2012, and I loved it since. Spa 2012. Was that the year where they had that big incident? I think Grosjean got a race ban or something. I think that was the year, right? What happened in lap 1, turn 4 of Spain 2016? The Silver Arrows had a moment. We'll say that. They had a moment. Wasn't that 2010? I don't think it was 2010. I think it was a little bit later than 2010. It was crazy. The first corner? Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, I have vivid memories of that one. I didn't really watch too much F1 between, like, 2010, 2014. I didn't really watch too much F1 in that span of time. I started getting back into it again in 2015 when Verstappen started breaking through, which is why I'm obviously a Verstappen fan now, so...
Out on track, so yeah. Take it easy for the first couple of laps.
I took a little bit of a hiatus for those few years. Wasn't really as interested in sport at that time, but then I came back into it and started having more interest in it again. I completely understand what you mean. There you go. First year I watched F1 was 1994. 1994, that would have been... Oh, that was the year where Senna passed, wasn't it? Oh. Hopefully Imola wasn't your first race. That would have been a bad one to watch. Mr. Bulldog, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Michael Schumacher's first title, was it 1994? Pretty sure it was. Do you think Bottas will come back as a reserve driver? Maybe for Red Bull, yeah. Apparently that's the rumor going around. The second race you watched was that one. Ooh. I bet you had some weird feelings after that. I honestly don't know how I would have even, you know, watching something like that live, that would have been very scary. I don't know how I would have processed that. I think it was quite scary for a lot of people who are watching, people involved, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that was a very, very dark weekend for F1 in general. Sometimes my game's freezing a little bit for 1 or 2 seconds. You know how to fix it. I think it's to do with the latest update, and I don't know if there is a fix right now. I've had a couple of issues of frame drops and stuff myself, so... How come you're a Max fan, mostly race at Merc? Because it's what the people voted for in our career modes. Every time we change teams, the community votes on what they want to see us race in, so... They voted as Mercedes. It felt very, It felt very wrong for me, but if that's what the community wants, that's what they get. Senna died 3 months before I was born. Damn. Yeah, I never got to watch Senna live or anything like that. He was 6 years before I was born. I don't remember my first race, random. I actually tried to ask my dad that. He doesn't remember my first race either, unfortunately. I'd love to know what my first race was. The earliest memory I have was 2008, but I watched F1 before that, and I just don't remember much of it. Maybe I should rewatch the seasons before 2008 to see if I can recall in those moments when I was young or something. Unlock a memory or something like that. Team's just taking his time today, huh?
Team Radio. Cray85 says, hey TikTok. If you want some better conversation and better stream quality, head over to Twitch.
Quality? Yo, are we serving quail over here now? He is right, though. He is right. Because they're avid gamers as well, assets. We have people of all sorts of different ages in our community. We've got people in their teenage years. We've got 20s, 30s. Probably got some in the 40s that hide away, so... There we go. We got a vast amount of different people. Is it weird to hate street circuits? I don't think so. I don't think so. Did go P1 off that lap, damn. 26-3. $80 years old, yeah. I think 80 actually just turned 40, or it's on the verge or something like that. Not everyone has this freezing thing. It's very random. Hey, are you on PC, Freddy, or are you on console? PC, yeah. It is a... I don't know exactly what it is, but I think there are some issues with the latest update and some hardware. I've not seen anyone on console have the issues. I believe it's PC related only. I'm on PC as well, and like I say, I've been having a lot of frame drops randomly and stuff like that, and I know the game seems to tank my PC more than it did before. It's definitely something to the latest update that came in. Just gotta keep our eyes out for a hotfix, something like that. For now, just try playing the graphics quality on low or something and see if that helps. Maybe put like a frame rate limit on your PC or something for the game. 26.6 that time around. Still fastest at the moment. Yep. You're entering adulthood soon, Cake. What team is Ricardo in? Ricardo's in the Cadillac in this career. Which feels kind of realistic at the moment. I want to configure my graphics on my GeForce Now app. Yeah, I mean, the problem is like, I don't have a lot of issues when I'm not streaming. When I start streaming is when I get some issues. If I, like, tab out the game, everything will be perfectly fine. But when I play the game, sometimes I'll have little stutters and stuff like that. I don't know, it's weird. Very, very weird. What's next after this season? We're going to start a new career mode after this one. We'll start a brand new career mode. Yeah, literally, as Noob says, literally nothing changes. Honestly, I don't feel any difference between when I was 18 and 24. I put on a bit more weight and that was probably it. I don't feel like I've changed as a person much. Nothing much around me has changed. It just, I got older. That was it. That's all that happened. Nothing much changed otherwise. My team career? No, we're going to do a real-life driver. That was a new fast lap, I think. Oh, no, it wasn't. 26.5. I saw purple on the map. It was just a purple set to 3. Weather's 24. Nice. Yeah, that's exactly it, Ross. I got older. My metabolism wasn't quite as strong, and I put on a better weight, and that was it. That's all that happened. I just don't have the motivation to try and lose the weight I gained, though. That's the problem. I miss being the youngest in here. Yeah, I know. Maybe I need to go back 4 or 5 years just for that alone, Sanskar. With what team? Well, that's what I'd have to wait and see. We're going to start with a driver in F2, though. We're going to do like a real-life driver crew with an F2 driver. Who that'll be, we'll find out soon, but someone said delete the hardware. Should I do it? Delete the hardware? What do you mean delete the hardware? I enjoy sleep a lot more now. Oh, yeah, to be fair. I mean... Oh, rain in 10 minutes. Ooh. We might be able to get one quality lap done before that rain arrives, but... I'm a bit of a night owl. I thrive more in the night than I do during the day. So... But I do love my sleep, I gotta say. When I do fall asleep, I fall asleep for a long time. I sleep like a baby. Ollie Behrman and Haas Ferrari win a championship? Maybe. It could be Behrman, it could be Antonelli. Could be someone else, could be an Isaac Hadjar, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. You guys will get to decide that, though, on the day. When we start up the first episode of that, you guys will decide on the day who we'll be racing as. The decision is not made today, so. Oh, the hardware folder. I'm not sure. I'm not that technical, unfortunately, so. If it helps some other people, you can try it, but I'm not going to say yes or no, because I don't know. Yuki can win the title in the Racing Ball and Red Bull still win promoter? Nope. Red Bull are very anti-Sonoda. I've never understood why. Very strange. Cluedo or Cluedo, thanks for following us on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in as well. I think it says Cluedo or Cluedo. But thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Here we go. This will be the last lap done. Oh my god.
Okay, test complete.
Not quite the way I wanted to finish it up, but there we go. Alright, but to finish up P3 then, after them racetrack pace laps, Max Verstappen was on the medium tire, did go ahead of us. which is interesting. Leclerc in P1 for the time being. Evening, Lance. Yeah, I did that Lance, but I actually saved it. That's the difference. Lance couldn't save it. I tried to that corner flat out, but I don't think the medium tires liked it too much. Should I get F1 24 Christmas or should I wait till 25 comes out? Depends if you think you can wait 5 months for the new game, basically. Well, close to 6 months, really, but... I expect the next F1 game to probably come out mid-May. That's my prediction. Around mid-May, we'll get the new game come out. So... we will see. Zach O'Sullivan, given the credit no one funded him for. We'll see. We'll see. Tip 4 hat theory. Red Bull don't like Yuki because he's short and thus needs less energy drink. Yeah, he's not marketable enough. Doesn't drink enough Red Bulls, so they can't market him. He looked good in AlphaTauri clothes. That's why he's still a Red Racing Bull. During GCSEs? Yeah, well, to be fair, the games always come out during the GCSE area, so... Do you think F1 24 becomes free for PlayStation Plus, like F1 23? Maybe when the new game comes out, or maybe later in this game cycle it might, but... yeah. What about the super clean airflow into the airbox? No helmet blocking it? Yeah, exactly. Plus, it's the lightest driver out there as well, so they can actually put a bit more weight on the car if they want to for Yuki. Probably March and April time frame if they do it for free. Yeah. I would expect it to be late into the game cycle, like maybe a month or so before the new one comes out. That's usually, typically when they do it, so. Does Verstappen get number 5 next year? I don't think so. I think the Red Bull, I don't have any faith in Red Bull. The way Red Bull just dramatically dropped off this year and never really recovered was very concerning for me. They relied on Verstappen to basically carry them, essentially. So I don't think he'll have the car next year to be able to compete for the entire season. Unless they can somehow pull it together again. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of hope for Red Bull next year. I think they'll lose out both the drivers and the constructors. Right. So we should have that rain coming in fairly soon. Yeah, next 5 minutes or so. So let's try and push one fast lap out of these tires. We've got 3 available, but I think we'll only be able to have time to do 1 lap. So let's see what we can do.
Okay.
Didn't they trace the problem back to something? Go. Yeah, they originally traced a setup issue or a parts issue back to Spain 2023. They were a bit better since then, but still not really enough to be close to our drivers, constructors. Or constructors, I should say. Are we going to spam my chat? Is this what we're doing? How much harder is Singapore's track records? What do you mean? Is a triple screen worth it, would you say? If you plan on using it, then yeah. I don't really use my triple screen so much as I thought I would, to be honest. But that's mainly because I stream. And trying to stream on a triple screen makes things very complicated, so... Why am I just in a game called Autobahn Police Simulator? That's a pretty old game now. It's been around for a good few years. Do I like beans? They're alright. I've had better.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
You just tired with the triple screen? I think when you first go into it, it's quite overwhelming. There's a lot more to look at. There's so much more to look at because you're basically stretching out the entire screen, aren't you? So it gets a little bit overwhelming at first, but yeah, I didn't really use my triple as much as I thought I would. Not for racing games. I have ADHD. Wait, so you have triple screens, but you don't use it for racing? What do you use it for? Should I upgrade to an aluminium profile rig? Go for it. Go for it. Can I race Le Mans? It's unfortunately not in the game. Le Mans is not in the game. Right, let's go do a quali lap then, shall we? Let's see what quality pace is. If it wasn't the game, would I do it? I mean, yes, but it's not, so I can't. Did I warm my tires up? To be fair, Singapore's not too bad for tire warm up, but yeah, they look pretty warm anyway, so. Lando or Charles for WDC 25? Yeah, I think Lando. I think McLaren have shown more promise than Ferrari, in my opinion. I know, it's not cake. I was disappointed when I found that out too. It turns up so far, good stuff. Nice takes out the hairpin. Max 2025 World Drivers' Championship? No, I don't think so. Can't count him out. Unfortunately, I think you can. Because that Red Bull is not going to be good next year at the moment. There's a very big lack of faith at Red Bull at the minute. That's not me saying that Max can't do it. It's more that Red Bull can't do it. 24.9, that was actually a pretty good lap. Just to make fun a bit more time there, but at the moment, we are in P1, Leclerc at P2. Sainz in the top 3 as well. Hamilton and Verstappen in 4th and 5th. But that felt like a pretty good lap. Is it single player? It is. Isn't Le Mans normally done at the circuit Paul Ricard? No. They're both in France, but they are definitely not the same. Paul Ricard and Le Mans are very different circuits. Very, very different. F1 at Le Mans would be sick, though. See, I don't know. I don't think it would be. I kind of feel like F1 cars would struggle at Le Mans. They'll probably do a few laps and then they get suspension failures all over the place. It's quite a bumpy track with the changeability of the driving of the street circuit and the race circuit. Deputy Stroop, thanks for following the Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Is next Creator Series season F1 25? No. No, the next Creator Series season will probably start in January at some point. And it'll go to the next game.
About 15 minutes.
So it'll be like a 4 or 5 month season. It'll be quite a long season, I think. What they're saying. Mid F1 race would ruin Le Mans' legacy. It really would. It really, really would. Yes, we're doing Korea right now. Alonso 2025 WDC and Nui. Nah, look, Nui starts too late, really, for him to really play into any effect. I think, though, 2026 will be a big year for Aston. I think that'll be where Nui focuses on the most. The new change in regulation, that's where Nui's work will probably be seen the most. I reckon Aston could have a strong car by the end of 25, but I think they will start off 25 quite weak. By the midpoint of the season, they'll have a decent car. By the end of the season, I expect a strong car. But I think we'll see the best of Nui's work in 2026. You better be, Jam. We buy Mercedes. Toto did. Hippie, go, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in. Right, I think that'll probably do us for this session, because I think that rain's coming, isn't it? Unless it thinks we can do one more lap. What does it say?
Checks complete.
Oh?
Everyone be aware, we've got a car.
It does say we can do one more, so... Okay, we'll see if we can do it. We'll see. Le Mans 25 cake. You're not going to be there for 2025. Pretty sure tickets are already sold out for 2025. I don't think Aston's cars can be fast. I think they should rebrand to John Deere because they're tractors. You could rebrand to that now, but maybe not this time next year. Yeah, I love that, Hippie. Thank you, man. Welcome to the good sides. Appreciate that, dudes. Hope you're doing good. Right, let's see if we can jam out one more lap before that rain hits. See if we can try to improve on that previous lap. Do we have a flashback? We try not to. The only times I really flashback are when we get, like, you know, screen freeze or something like that causes some issues, or if something breaks. I don't know. But we try not to flashback too much. I don't remember the last time. When was the last time we used a flashback, actually? It's been a while. We probably did it at some point this season, but... Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since we did a flashback.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the
can't cross
temperature
here, don't mind
panel
me.
of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're
Yeah,
both
no, they're different
inside
things, Echo.
normal operating windows.
Is that the favourite for the Drivers'
Surface
Championship
temps
2026?
fluctuate fast
I mean, too early to say right now for
Try a few laps
26.
with the data open and get a feel for how to
I think it's
control
definitely the favourite for 25, but right now it's too early to say for 2026. We don't know how each car is going to fare with the new regulations, so really depends on, you know, who has the best car in that reg period. Lance Stroll could be the world champion for all we know. Got a red one. How's it going, mate? Right, let's go again. This will be our, most likely our final lap of practice, this one. Oh, the back end's trying to kick out. Yeah, I think Lando will do it next year. I think McLaren will be a strong team. I don't see anyone beating McLaren. Their trajectory is looking very, very strong for World Championship next year, so I think they'll get both Constructors and Championship. And the drivers, sorry. I lost a little bit of this middle sector. Nice takes out the hairpin. Getting a little bit of time there. Nice at the right hands up. Let's try and utilize the battery down here. We've got plenty spare. Oh, the rear's getting a little bit twitchy. Overline we go. That felt pretty good. And it's going to be just over a 10th improvement. 24.8. So we're doing improve our time by another 10th there. And now the rain should hit any moment. So I'm pretty sure that will be our final lap we do in FP2. And for practice in general. So, all right. Not too bad. Happy with that. Be interesting to know what our gap is to Leclerc. Or make that Lance Stroll now, actually, who's just gone P2. But that lap felt pretty decent. I think we're good and set up for qualifying. What's my predictions for Williams next year? They've got a great driver lineup. I think Albon and Sainz can be a really, really good duo next year. But with the amount of incidents they had this year, they really cut their budget tight for R&D next year, essentially. So I don't think they have a strong car. But they have got drivers who can pull a bad car into the points every now and then. So I think they'll be okay. But I don't expect massive improvement based on, you know, how they've done this season. They might have a similar season, maybe. But I don't think they'll improve too much, based just simply because of the fact they had too much damage on the cars this year. They cut their budget tight, and they don't have a lot to spend for next year. So I think they'll be okay, but I don't think they'll improve as much as they could have, you know. Did you say Colin Pinto caused more damage than Sargent money-wise? And that was exactly what he was told not to do. That's pretty tough. But to be fair, Colin Pinto did also score points from time to time at least. So, you know, that was something. Pete, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. What are my thoughts on Audi and Cadillac coming in F1 into F1? I like it. Two big manufacturers coming to sport. Love to see it. I don't expect a lot from either team. Maybe Cadillac could be doing something in the future, but I don't know. I feel like Audi... I don't have a lot of trust in Audi. I think they had to cut a lot of race programs back to focus primarily on F1. So maybe I'm a little bit bitter towards them, but... 1 million of that crash damage was because Williams kept one inches in Brazil when he was begging Twitch to wet. Yeah. And then they red flagged it directly after as well, so... Everyone was calling out for red flags and wet tires and all that sort of stuff. FIA just chose not to listen until someone had a big crash. But yeah. How do you think Lewis will do at Ferrari next year? I think he'll struggle. I don't think he'll have a great first year. I think second year, though, he could do quite well. But I think first year with a brand new environment, around new people, in a completely different car as well. I think it'll be a bit of a struggle in the first year, but I think by the time he's got that adaptation going, he'll be good in the second year. But again, it always depends how Ferrari build the car as well. Are they going to have a strong car next year and in 2026? Who knows? Who knows? Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be practice over and done with for the time being. We are going to finish up on top then by 5 tenths to Leclerc, unless someone does improve by the time the rain arrives. Alonso moves into P3, Ocon into P7, Max to P5, but doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to catch us. So I think we should finish up on top in FP2. Yeah, but he's been a Merc ever since Uzi. It's going to be very, very different. Very, very different to how it was back in 2012? Can't remember what year his first one was, but it's going to be very, very different. Very, very different. Especially after the amount of championships he's won with Mercedes as well. It's going to feel very different. Plus, he's got to deal with those very questionable Ferrari strategies from time to time, too. I mean, to be fair, he had some pretty bad strategies at Mercedes as well, to be fair, so. Was it 2013, was it? 2013. But yeah, obviously he was technically at Mercedes growing up as well, because he was always sponsored by them and stuff. And when he was at McLaren, they were McLaren Mercedes, weren't they? So technically he's still been kind of part of the same organization for a very long time. So this time he's completely abandoning that. He's moving completely away from Mercedes in general. He's doing the complete opposite, essentially, and going to the Maranello team. So yeah, it'll be different for him. Very different, but yeah. United game is shit, so here I am. How are we looking at the first two sessions? So far, not too bad. In FP1, we finished P8. We weren't really pushing too much in the first session. In FP2, there, we did finish up on top by 5 tenths Charles Leclerc in second place and 7 tenths up on Alonso. Let's also have a quick look at the mediums as well. I just want to see how our medium pace was compared to the rest. So, pretty consistent 26s there. 26.3, 26.6, 26.5, 26.5, 26.7. So, we'll say an average there of 26.5. How were the others on mediums? Lance Stroll was in the 27s constant in the mediums. Verstappen was very quick in the medium tires, actually. He did a 26.6, 26.4, 26.2, 26.3, 26.9, 27.2. Did drop off a little bit on the medium tires towards the end, but our pace is fairly similar, I think, to Verstappen. Carlos Sainz was quite slow, because I think he probably did that in the rain. No one really representative there. See Perez doing 26s, did 27 there as well. Same as Gasly. Okay, so I think we're probably on about the right AI again. It looks like we might be the right AI, so that's good to see. I think 108 seems like the perfect point for us at the moment, so. Is the second Red Bull driver for 2025 finalized yet? Still Perez. At the moment, it's still Perez, but we're waiting for news, essentially. The rumors right now is that Perez is going to get his contract terminated, and they're going to promote Lawson. That's the current rumor. I don't agree with it. I mean, I agree with them sacking Checo. I agree with that bit, but I don't agree with bringing Lawson up. I like Lawson. I think he's a good driver. I think he's got good potential, but he should not be picked over Yuki Tsunoda. There's no way he should be behind Yuki Tsunoda in the pecking order. Damn, I'm getting a few fails here. Am I going to any races next year? Not in F1, no. I think I've never really been that interested in attending an actual F1 race right now. I think it's just immensely overpriced. I think if I was to an F1 race, I'd go to Belgium, though. Value for money in that seems crazy. I am planning on going to 24 Le Mans, though. I've already got my tickets for that, so I'm excited for that. Yuki isn't consistent enough for Red Bull. I'd take Gamble and Franco. Yuki isn't consistent enough, so they bring the more inconsistent driver in Liam Lawson. That makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, take a Gamble and Franco is also a pretty bad idea as well, considering he was also quite inconsistent with Williams. I'm going Monza next year and buzz to see Hamilton's first Ferrari race. Think it'll be mad. It'll be very weird, won't it? A lot of Hamilton fans wearing red will be very new to them as well, I think. Yeah, we are going to Brands Hatch as well for the GT World Challenge. That's in early May, so I'm going to GT World Challenge in Brands Hatch early May, and then I'm going to Le Mans in June as well, so. What's my background with racing? I used to do a little bit of karts when I was younger, like locally. But unfortunately, as is the story with, you know, a lot of things, it's very expensive to do that, so didn't really maintain my karting career for too long. But yeah, I did a little bit of karts when I was younger. I used to go to Le Mans every single year. That was like my second home in a way. Still is, really. That's why I still go. But I think if I go this year, it will be my 17th time going to Le Mans, which is a lot of visits. But yeah, the 24 Hour Le Mans has always been like my second home. Love going there every year. And long may that continue. I love GT3 racing. I love like the hypercars and stuff. The old LMP1s, all that. They were great. So I've always been into that sort of side of racing as well. There was a rumor that Red Bull offered 20 mil for Franco. There's no way they're going to put him straight into Red Bull, though. They'd probably go into the Racing Bull first, so. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, then, it is time to get ourselves set up and ready for qualifying here in Singapore. Qualifying, I would say, is massively important for Singapore. Obviously, it helps out quite a bit, but there's not quite as many overtaking zones as there are in the previous tracks we've done. So we do want to try and qualify as high as we can, and hopefully we can try and get that pole position. We weren't too far away in Monza. We got P2 in Monza after qualifying. Charles Leclerc was absolutely rapid around the Ferrari's home Grand Prix, but we did beat him in the race, and that's where it matters most. So hopefully we can try and do that again this time around, but this time we'll try and get pole. So let's get our car set up for the qualifying then, shall we? We'll get all this pushed over to number 1, that goes number 2, same as this one, same as this one, same as this one, and then the gearbox we will go to number 3 as well. Perfect, that will do. What was the Baku results? Right there. We won in Baku. We finished P1 in Baku. Charles Leclerc finished 2nd. Verstappen 3rd. And our championship rival Fernando Alonso finished in 6th. So we got a big points gap over Fernando Alonso after Baku. So we've had a good few races there. Obviously, we've got wins in Belgium, Italy, and Azerbaijan. So 3 really good wins in the last 4 races there. And of course, getting a podium in Zandvoort. So we have actually opened up the gap even further to Fernando Alonso in the last few races. And hopefully, we'll continue that again today. Obviously, going into Belgium, the gap was only 10 points between ourselves and Fernando. So we've gapped him by another 40 points since then. So the last few races have been absolutely massive for us. And hopefully, we can do that again today. Right. Anything else we're going to do? Let's just jump this audio up to 5 on here. And I think that'll be us good to go. 108 on there as well should be perfectly fine. That felt pretty good in the last few races. So I'm liking that, that level right now. Right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to get underway for qualifying here in Singapore. We are expecting a full dry weekend here in Singapore. Quality's going to be dry, and the race is going to be dry as well. A little bit of cloud cover at the start of the race, but no rain is forecast for the race. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get qualifying underway for Q1 here in Singapore. This is Season 3. Season 3. The racing boards have dropped off massively. They have dropped off massively.
And it'll be red hot by the time we find out.
Do you think anyone's going to rival Max next year? Is anyone going to rival Max? I don't think Max will be anywhere near the championship next year.
Here in Singapore.
Max will be just praying they can get into the top 3 in the driver's standings, let alone try and win it. I don't have any faith in Red Bull next year. They're going to be on a pretty bad decline next year, I think. What's my wheelbase? Then was it R9? Right. Let's get underway for Q1 then. So, we'll use the softs, obviously, for our opening lap. We'll get a little bit of track rubber put down. And then we'll head out for our first lap. We'll go to about the 15-minute mark, and then we'll head out for our first lap. 6 hours of solid riding. Was that for, like, uni or something, or? That's tough, though. Right, let's head out for our first lap then, shall we? 15 minutes to go. Let's go do our first lap and see where we're at. 4,000 word essay. That's tough. That's the one thing I've always hated about university and stuff is the amount of, like, coursework that you have to do. You know, the insane amounts of essays and things. And, yeah, I'd lose so many brain cells. 25-2 from Fernando. That's actually not a bad lap to get him going. And then we did a 24-9, didn't we? So, maybe track's not really rubbing in too much. It'd be weird seeing Cadillac in a racing team. You've not watched a lot of motorsport outside F1, have you? Cadillac did quite a few different series outside of F1. Most notably in recent years, the V series in IMSA and WEC. Alonso's champion next year with Adrian. Maybe not next year, but 2026. We will be there. We will be there. Small, thanks for following us on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. What do I think about Mercedes next season? I think they'll be a bit of a hit and miss team. I think they'll be in the same sort of position they are this year, where they have a good few races here and there, and then a bad few races here and there as well. I can see them having a very similar year to this year. They have got a bit better over the last few years, but yeah, I don't have a huge amount of expectation for them. Have I been to any F1 races? I've not, no. Been to a lot of motorsporting events, but never to an F1 race. Science World Championship 2025. I wish I had your confidence. Will Hulk get points with Sauber? I think so, but I still think Sauber would be a pretty shit team. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First lap of the day. Q1 underway. Let's see what we can do for our opening lap here in Q1. A little bit of understeer at turn 1. Does Aston have a tight budget? Not that I know of.
Okay, that's P19, P19.
Come on. Feels pretty good so far. No purple middle sector, but I think we got purple in the first. So we can try and get a good final sector here as well. Let's head down towards the Ferris wheel. It's the right-hander. Trying to use too much of the inside curve there. Careful with traction as we head into the final corner. A little tap on the wall. As we enter the final corner and across the line we go for our first lap of the session. 25-0 and 4 thousandths away from Charles Leclerc. And that's been the story of the last few races already, hasn't it? Or last few qualifyings, I should say. Charles Leclerc just keeping his nose in front of us in every quality session so far. And he's done it again here in Singapore. But it is Q1. It is too early doors. But so far, P2 is not a bad lap. And I think that should be enough to get us through to Q2. Alonso P3 at the moment as well. Both the racing balls sitting quite pretty. And then Max Verstappen goes faster than 25.008. So that's nearly 700ths between ourselves and the Dutchman. And the Red Bull does go on top for the time being. Not sure if there's any more laps to be done, but we'll see very soon. But that drops down to P3 for the time being. Leclerc edging Berry, yep. Yep.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The
He knows how to get ahead of him, doesn't he? If it wasn't for that wall, yeah, to be fair, maybe if we didn't tap that wall on the exit, maybe that would have been enough to get us ahead of Leclerc, but yeah, I think either way, that should be enough to get us through to Q2, and I think that kind of shows how important those little things there might be. Not won't matter too much for Q1, but when we get into Q3, those tiny little mistakes like tapping the wall will really, really hurt us. United losing 1-0. Who are they even playing against? I don't know who they're playing against. Right, into the pits we go. Some random Czech team. It's like Slavia Prague or something like that. Another City lost. Life's good. But who loses on Sunday between United and City? Because they're both terrible. Like they're both terrible right now. Oh, Victoria Plaza. I have heard of them actually. I have heard of them. They get some really good wonder kids on Foot Manager. But yeah, Sunday will be interesting between United and City. Maybe they draw. But then both teams should lose at the same time, so. What am I doing for Motorsport Winter? What do you mean? Right, so. That is our opening lap in Q1 done. And I think it probably, yeah. I think that should be enough to get us through to Q2. We are currently a second up on Lawrence Stroll in P16, so I think that should be good for Q1, shouldn't it? I don't think they'll gain a second on us in this session. We might drop a few positions, but yeah, we should be comfortable for the rest of Q1. So yeah, 25.008 fast lap per session so far from Verstappen. We're nearly 3/10 faster in the first sector, but then they got us in the middle and the last. Again, that last sector is where we made that little mistake. Cost a tiny bit of time. Maybe that would put us closer to Verstappen, but yeah, first sector we got them, and they're just pipping us in that middle and the final right now. So hopefully in the next couple of sessions we can try and correct that and chase the pack in front of us. But Carlos cited PA right now as well. He might need to another lap there because that wasn't the best lap time. Bit down the first sector, bit down in the middle as well. And, yeah, just all around not a great lap from Carlos, so he might need another one. But for us, that should be us done, I think. That should be us done. Atom, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. All right, head out to the last few minutes. Let everyone go out for their laps. And then we will follow along. Well, not follow along. We'll just watch them, essentially, because we're not going to be doing another lap. I'll have to watch you live before I go to sleep. Are you trying to say my content's boring? Helping you fall asleep? Jeez, I said that personally. I'm only joking. I appreciate it, dude. Fernando Alonso's gone fastest, actually, now. 24.9 for the Spaniards. So here's the first driver to break into 24s over qualifying. Let's see. Let's go on board with... Who's in that bottom 5? Lance Stroll, isn't he? So let's go on board with Lance Stroll. Let's see if we can if the Canadian can try and improve his lap. And get himself through to Q2. Barry Donuts is boring, fans. Don't you worry. Just wait to Q3. What do I use? The Mosra 9 with the FSR. Did you add Audi to the game? Yes. That's honestly fair, Bucks. You know what? A lot of people loved when I did endurance races because I wouldn't talk too much during endurance races because I was focusing, and they could just listen to the sound of the cars the entire time. They loved it. The main reason why people love the endurance races is because it's great sleep content. And honestly, I tried the new 499P last night, and honestly, that car will definitely put you to sleep. There's something about the engine pitch and the hybrid system of that car. It just makes you just get a little bit dozy, and then you just fall into this deep sleep. It's very, hypnotic. Over the line goes Lance Stroll, 25.2 for the Canadian. That gets him through to Q2 for sure. George Russell improves to 25.1 as well. Last 5 seconds. Let's see what everyone's going to do. If we see any more improvements, I think we stay P4, and we do. Fernando Alonso, ladies and gentlemen, is the fastest driver after Q1 then. Max Verstappen in second place and Charles Leclerc in third. We are very, very close, though. Less than, just over a 10, away from Fernando Alonso at the end of Q1 there. But we are really close to Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. A little bit more time in that middle and final sector, and we can be right where Alonso is. Our first sector right now is pinpoint. Just need to find out a little bit more in that second and the third, and we'll be all good. George Russell finishes in P5, Lance Stroll in P6, Lando Norris, Yuki Tsunoda, Carlos Sainz in P9, and Sergio Perez all in that top 10. Let's see who's eliminated from Q1. Ollie Behrman is the first one eliminated in the opening session. Logan Sargent in P17 as well. Esteban Ocon in P18 with Oscar Piastri in P19. Not good for the Aussie there at all. Getting out qualified by his teammate once again. And a monumental difference between the two. Almost 7/10 between Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri there in 7th and 19th. And Zhou Guanyu all alone at the bottom there in P20. So Ollie Behrman getting close to being through to Q2. Very, very close. But that'll do us for Q1 then. P4 and P9 for the Mercs. Hopefully we can try and find that little bit more time in Q2. On to Q2 we go. The battery wine would keep me far from sleeping. Really, Sans? I don't know what it is about that wine, but the way it, like, changes pitch with the gears and stuff like that. I don't know. It just does something to me. It just puts me to sleep. I kind of like the wine. I don't know why. Cryo, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, what it is. Welcome in. Best step I've ever had was at Le Mans to the sound of the cars. It's really satisfying at Le Mans. When you're actually there in person, you don't really hear the whines or anything. You just hear the exhausts and the engines, but... yeah, falling asleep at the campsite at Le Mans is so easy. It's so easy to do. Q2 in a Kickstarter is just ridiculous. He'll be there. One day, he'll be there. Right. Let's go to 1330 maybe. Won't leave it too late this time, just in case we need to another lap. We'll use the old soft tires just like before as well, and then we'll head out for our first lap of Q2.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware. The car is ready
Put
to
it
go.
to 3.5, maybe, Dana. 3,500 kilobytes. How does career mode work in this game? Do you start in a lower tier, or do you just start with what team you want? You can do it however you want. You can start at a lower team and work your way up. You can start at a bigger team and just try and win straight away. You can play it however you want, really. However you'd like to. We do a road to glory sort of thing as a driver. We don't try and take a team to glory or anything like that. We just sort of start in a lower team and work our way up to a big team. But you can do it however you like. Whatever tickles your fancy. Alright, let's get these tires up to temperature. Who did we start? We started Racing Bull. We kind of did a bit of a contradicting career, really. We started at Racing Bull, and then we moved to Mercedes. That sounds like quite the opposite of what you should really do, right? So, you ordered short sim gloves? Nice. Did you get the 3Ms, or what did you go for? But you know what? You know what, though, Cryo? It made a great story. Rather than taking the typical route, we went from Racing Bull to Mercedes, and it makes for a hell of a story. Am I using the Mazda R9? Yep. Yeah, the R9 V2. 24.9 from Russ. That's a good lap for his opening lap in Q2. What's our plans for next career? In the next career, we're going to take a real-life F2 driver and take them to glory instead of doing a custom-made driver. Who that will be, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, tad tip's a little bit lower, but it's okay. Should be alright. Right, here we go. First lap
Right, that's
of
us pushing down to
Q2.
P15.
Let's see what we can do then. But the back wanted to kick out a little bit there. Out of turn 3. Or 4, whatever that one is. Once again, fast set to 1. That seems to be our specialty right now. Ooh, that was a little bit deep. That was almost into the wall as well. And a bit of a slide as well through the hairpin. That was a messy sector 2. See if we can try and get a good sector 3 here to try and get that time back up a bit, but that was not a good middle sector. And we are going to get a bit of traffic here. Hulkenberg in that Cadillac just sitting in front of us. But he is pulling away, so we'll get a little bit of a tow from him, actually. Over the line we go, 25.2. Yeah, we lost a lot in that middle sector. I mean, I think a 25.2 is not too bad. It definitely won't be enough to get us through to Q3, but I don't think a 25.2 on an old tire is that bad of a lap. We did a 25.0, obviously, in Q1, so... Yeah, we lost a lot of time in the middle sector. That was on a used tire, yeah. That was on a used tire. Perhaps Shima Wong should plan his own meetup. Hello? Brands Hatch. Hello? Literally, hello? Can you switch tires? Yeah, we're going to switch tires. We'll put a new set on after. The way we usually do it is in Q2, we'll use an old soft tire for this first lap. Just to set a banker lap down, basically. And then we'll use a fresh one for the end of Q2. Nick, I'd love nothing more than for you to be there. If you can make it work, you'll make me very happy. I think it's the 3rd of May, the actual thing, isn't it? We'll be there for the entire weekend, though, obviously, so... So that's why you gotta try and sort the dates out a bit more, Cake. Vince's not taking credit for brands, by the way, I refuse. No, that's fine. I'm not asking for credit. But I'm just saying, we are doing community meetup. Whether I was the one who organised it or not, that's not the point. But that is where we do a community meetup. That's where we all come together. Getting there, I'm happy with. Getting home, I'm debating. Can you not do the exact same thing, or is it just going to be long? AI Killer, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in as well. Maybe hop on our flight to England. More than welcome. More than welcome. We'll be at Brands Hatch for the GT World Challenge. Anyone's welcome to go to that if they want to. Where did I get this steering wheel? From Mozza. Yeah, we're taking him down one by one, Sad Scar. I've hit him quite a few times. That's probably like the 7th or 8th one we've hit. TTS, why are you so slow today? Come on, catch up.
Team Radio. It's but 26 says, so does taking a real driver to glory, does that mean no more Barry Huckleheim?
Well, Barry Huckleheim's his own career, so yes. This is a completely separate career to what we'll do with the next one, so. Yeah, maybe I need to relink or something, Cake. I don't know. It has been a bit slow lately. Opinions on this year's F1 season? Not great, to be honest with you. I mean, we had a decent championship battle, but I don't think we had a lot of track action this year. I think quite a lot of the race was still relatively boring. We had a few good races, but I think overall quite a lot of the racing and the track action wasn't fantastic. So I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. It was an okay season, but I think it's a little bit overrated in my opinion. A little bit overrated. Show Guan Yu RTG. Hell yeah. Did you hear Lamborghini's leaving WEC? I did. I did. It's a shame they couldn't sustain it. And the WEC rules about, you know, having 2 cars kind of kicked them in the arse a little bit. So hopefully we'll see him back in the future, though. Targeting my team, bringing back Braun. Let's go Wipeout. Love that. Great choice. See if you can match the... make sure to run a new regulation period as well, actually, Wipeout. See if you can do exactly what they did in 2009 with a loophole. What's a good lap around here? In career mode, it's a bit difficult to say because obviously the cars are a lot more upgraded in career. In time trial, I think like a 26 or 27, low 27 maybe, is a really good lap. But in career mode, you probably want to get in the 24s quite consistently, so... Okay, so at the moment, we are seeing in P8 then. We haven't dropped down any positions, so we are in that top 10 at the moment. We definitely try and find some more time because we have got Charles Leclerc down in 13th there and Sergio Perez on 15th. They could definitely find more time. Maybe not Perez, actually, but definitely Charles Leclerc. He'll find some more time for sure. So, let's whack on a new set of soft tyres then. The new soft tyres will be about 6 tenths faster at the moment. If we find that 6 tenths, it'll put us about 3 tenths faster than Max Verstappen, but doing that will be a little bit tricky. We know we can find a lot of time in that middle sector, so we'll see if we can try and do that. But, yeah. All right, let's head down to the last few moments. Have you been to any of the F1 arcades? I have. It's all right. It's all right. Very expensive for the drinks and stuff, though. If you're planning on getting drinks there, go with a bit of a water cash. Because it is pricey for the drinks there.
Okay, engines fired up. We're set.
Is it 1-1 now? Boo. Do you think someone will dominate the new regulations? Do you think it's going to be closer? Someone will dominate it. That's how it's always historically been. Every time there's a new regulation, there's always one team that manages to find that extra loophole or two that makes the most of the regulations and stuff. So there'll be one team that dominates. It might be quite close for second, third, maybe, but yeah. Big lap needed here for sure. For sure. Right. In the meantime, while we get ready, let's get these tires up to temperature. As always, you need to get the tire temperature around 8 degrees. That's usually the optimal tire temperature to start your lap with. The McLaren is getting close to starting their lap, so they shouldn't catch us. Is launching their best starter? I'd like to get an actual F1 style wheel. If you wanted to get an actual F1 style wheel, you probably need to get something that's interchangeable. So you might want to look at like a T300 maybe from Thrustmaster. That wheel base allows you to change the wheels and stuff on it to an F1 wheel and stuff, so... it was on a good deal on Argos if you live in the UK. I don't know if they still have that offer right now, but... Last cut around here is so satisfying. To be honest, I quite like the track in general. I find most track quite satisfying, but... Yeah, getting that rotation in the final corner is very satisfying, for sure. Do I watch any NASCAR? No. Are you in Texas? Okay. Maybe Walmart or something. I'm sure there'll be a deal somewhere. Right. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Our first lap of... sorry, last lap, I should say, of Q2. Can we try and push for that top spot on this final lap of Q2? Let's do this. We need to improve this lap quite significantly in general to confirm ourselves into Q3. Let's lock in here. Ooh. Car's a little snappy on the rear right now. But we are finding time. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Some lap this, chat. Some lap. Let's keep it tidy out of here. Exactly what we've done. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Here we go over the line. That's about 7.5 tenths on the clock. 24.5 at the end of Q2. That's what we want. P1 at the end of Q2. We need a bit more of that in Q3, and we could be on for pole position here in Singapore. 2 tenths to Charles Leclerc as well. That's a fantastic way to finish up Q2, and we are through to the final qualifying session. We got one more to go. Can we replicate that lap and go for pole position here in the Marina Bay Street Circuit? Charles Leclerc then does finish up in second place. Verstappen in third. George Russell in fourth. Hamilton, Sainz, Alonso, Albon in P8 there. That's a great lap in a struggling Williams around these sorts of tracks. Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez all getting through to final session as well. Yuki Tsunoda, the first man out in Q2 alongside Hulkenberg in P12. Pierre Gasly will start P13 with Ricciardo and Lando Norris down in 14th and 15th there. So the two former teammates in 14th and 15th with the Haas getting over the former there. So, yeah, both McLarens out in Q1 and Q2 have been struggling in the last few races. But a really good way to finish up Q2. And hopefully we can try and get a bit more of that in Q3. P1 and P6 for the Mercedes boys. Let's try and replicate that for Q3. Not quite pole. Not quite pole yet, chat. It's a good lap, but we've still got one more session to go before we can try and get pole position. Right. Am I British or South African? I'm not South African. Right, let's go on a old set of soft tires. We'll go with the 6%. That should be good. Obviously, the first lap on these won't be too good, but hopefully we can try and cook something up. We're going to save a set of soft tires, as we always do, for the race. And then we'll use this one for the end of Q3. And hopefully, that'll be the lap to try and push us for pole position. Right. Let's skip a tiny bit of time. We'll just go to the 11-minute mark, something like that. Should be good. Let's head out for our first lap of Q3. Will a normal T300 still work on PS5? It says PS4, but nothing on PS5. It should. You might want to have a quick look on Reddit, maybe. But I believe the T300 still works on PS5. I heard Rolex will stop sponsoring F1 for next year. I don't know much about that one. Daniel at Haas is a weird sight to see. It's Cadillac, actually. We've brought Cadillac and Audi into the save, but they will still say Haas and Sauber, annoyingly. But their logo will say Audi and Cadillac. The livery is based on that as well. But the names will still say Haas and Sauber, annoyingly, so. Heard about the Rolex sponsorship news, too? I'm not too familiar with it, personally, but Rolex do, like, a lot of motorsport stuff, don't they? They've been in F1 for quite a long time now. They do, like, a lot of the World Endurance Championship stuff. Generally, FIA things, I think. They do. It ended, did it? Who's going to be the new title partner? LVMH. Who? Sponsored by Lidl. I'm not familiar with LVMH. What's LVMH? Hold up, Lindsay. Don't do that, please. Oh, it's the Louis Vuitton group, is it? Can't say I'm massively surprised with that one. 24-3 for Fernando Alonso. Huh? Oh, buddy. Lock in. They got stabbed in a 24-3 as well, didn't they? Oh my god. Come on. I don't expect this to get us near the front, but hopefully it'll be a good lap. I tell you what, that's actually not bad. P4, 24-4. That's not bad on an old soft tyre. That is not bad on an old soft tyre. I thought it'd be a bit further away. But maybe the rubbers come up a lot in Q3 here because these times are much quicker than what we saw in Q2. Much, much quicker. But that is enough to put us into P4 for now. And on an old soft tyre, I'm fairly content with that. I'm fairly content. A new soft, I think we can cook. I think we can cook. I was a bit worried when I saw that 24-3 get put down originally. But, yeah, I've a bit more relaxed after seeing what we can do. So, the car feels good this weekend. It feels a little loose, but in a good way. Hopefully it won't be enough for us to bin it, but... we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. But yeah, new set of soft tyres, and I think we're going to be in a very strong position. 6 minutes to go in the session. We were the last man to finish up a lap, so... Did the stream lag or the game? The game. The game froze for a second. I was a little bit scared it was going to crash for us for a minute, but thankfully it didn't. Who do you think would do the WDC next year and then dominate 26 onwards? Too early to say. At the moment, cannot say. I hope it's Aston Martin, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, we're doing a quick position save, just to be safe. Good idea. Right. 5.5 minutes to go until the end of Q3. We need to pull something strong together here, and hopefully it'll be enough to get ourselves through and into pole position. Next year, Leclerc and Lando fights out for the championship. I can see that happening, to be fair. I do feel like McLaren could be much stronger overall than Ferrari. I know, Sanskar. To be fair, we've not had too many game crashes this year, but there have been signs of some crashes occur, like, preparing itself in a way. Like, when you get random frame rate drops more consistently and stuff like that, that's, yeah. The optimization since the latest patch has, yeah, been pretty bust. Okay, so, we are just under a 10th off from Max Verstappen right now. And it's all in that middle sector, actually, isn't it? We've got a purple sector 1 and sector 3, but that middle sector, we were a little bit slower than him by a couple tenths. So if we could try to improve that middle sector, we'll be looking good for a pole position here. Carlos Sainz is still quite far from us, actually. He did a 24-7. we did a 24-4. So hopefully this fresh soft will gain plenty of time and we could try and push for pole here in Singapore. If Lawrence had the balls to remove his son, Aston could be the title fighters in 26. Maybe. I mean, they're putting together a pretty strong team. That Stroll is the weak point. Has been for a while, so. Ferrari's better be in for a few wins first rounds, I reckon. I don't know. I just feel like the trajectory that McLaren were on throughout the entire season, the way they quickly rose up to being one of the top teams for the most part of the season, like, that was quite concerning for me. And I think they've already had a lot of time to develop the car for next season as well. I just feel like next year they will be quite strong. I think Ferrari could definitely give them a bit of a challenge, but I do think McLaren will be on top next season. I was about to say tomorrow. Still a little bit far away from that. What up, Steph? Right, 3 minutes 30 to go. We should start seeing the first cars heading out on track in a moment. We'll join the back of the pack as always. And then it'll be time for the final qualifying lap of the day. What do you think about Red Bull next season? I ain't got a lot of faith. Lucy VC, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Charles better driver than Lando. I do think Charles is quicker than Lando. I think they've got, like... There are things that Lando is better than Charles at, and then there's things that Charles is better than Lando at. Like, they both share, you know, different... better sides in a way, so... Alright, here we go. McLaren got so much money from Lando's first, and they just put it all in the car. Yeah, I mean, I think they've had plenty of time to kind of focus on next year's car as well, so that's why I feel like they'll be strong this year. But we will see. There are 2 cars staying in the garage, actually. There's a Racing Bull, a Red Bull, and I think the Williams of Alex Albon is staying in the pits, so they won't be going for another lap. What's Lando better than Charles at, in your opinion? I can't think of much, to be honest. I do think Lando's race pace generally is a bit better than Charles is. I think racecraft-wise, Charles is definitely better. Over one lap, I'd definitely put my money on Charles. I think I've always said this about Charles Leclerc. I've always thought that Charles's one-lap pace is the best on the grid. I think, like, natural talent-wise, I think Leclerc is the best. Like, his raw pace is so damn quick. But I do think that Lando's race pace is better than Charles's. And that's kind of what matters really the most on race day, really, doesn't it? So... I think Charles and George are a bit better than Lando as of now. To be fair, George definitely came up the ranks a bit more, didn't he, during this season? He's been solid for Mercedes. A bit more tire temp. That'll do. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Final lap of Q3. Can we push for pole position here in Singapore? Let's do this. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. Fairly even in the first sector at the moment. Ooh. Well, that's not a great sight for the start of the lap, is it? Oh, come on. That was a little bit loose on entry, but we have gained time. Oh, this could be tight, isn't it? Oh, this could be really tight. Come on. Oh, come on! I don't think it's going to be it, is it? Over the line we go! Ah, it's one! Oh,
Fantastic, you've got
oh, we've done it!
position.
Oh my god, we've done it! I did not think there'd be enough for pole position. It was a scrappy lap. We've got pole!
Bye for now,
Oh!
but really, we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for
Yo!
Lights Out tomorrow.
Holy shit! Look how tight that is among the top 4. Oh my god! The top 4 separated by 22 thousandths. Holy shit! That first sector we found nothing. The second sector was a decent sector, and the third sector was our best sector by far. But my god, look how tight that is in the top 4. We do finish on pole position for the first time in a little while. But what a way to do it. 9 thousandths up on Max Verstappen. Alonso in third with us 12 thousandths away from us. And Charles Leclerc in fourth, 22 thousandths away. That is absolutely insane. Wow. Oh, man. I didn't think it'd be enough for pole. I thought we messed up sector 1 too much. I didn't think it'd be enough for pole, but we got it by the smallest of margins. My God. What a qualifying session that is. Carlos Sainz does in P5 then. Lewis Hamilton will join him on the 3rd row. And then George Russell and Sergio Perez in the 4th row with Stroll and Albon on the 5th and final row. Lance Stroll in P9 is not ideal for Aston Martin at all. But, wow. The championship contenders all in that top 4 and all separated by 22,000. That is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Wow, this is going to make for a tough race, isn't it? This is going to make for a tough race. But it should be a very, very good one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on pole position here in Singapore. Oh, man. Might my first ever prediction win? Damn, fair enough. Maybe you're, it's the start of a hot streak, Galactic. Lewis watching the game too? Yeah, Lewis had a really horrible season. I can show you his stats real quick. He's had a really, really poor season with Ferrari. You have a great commentator's voice. Thank you. I try my best. When are we doing the race? In a moment's time. We'll jump into the race in just a moment. So, let's have a look at how Hamilton's doing then. I'm pretty sure he's in the bottom 10. He is. Yeah, he's only scored 38. Look at this. Only 38 points for Lewis Hamilton at this stage of the season. That is pretty poor. He's actually nearly 200 points down on his teammate Charles Leclerc. That's pretty dreadful. That is pretty dreadful. His best result of the season was actually, he's had a couple of good results, but a lot of them were really poor. You can see a lot of the times he's finished outside the top 10. And, yeah, he's got 1 P4, 1 P5, 1 P6, and those are his best results. That is, that's pretty dismal for Hamilton, isn't it? That's pretty dismal. He's had a few DNFs in there as well. DNF'd in Belgium, Zandvoort, and Azerbaijan. 3 DNFs in his last 4. Not really the ideal way to, go into the second half of the season, is it? It's just a Ferrari effect? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. When did we qualify? P1. We're on pole position. Just by the skin of our teeth. But yeah, our season overall has been pretty damn good. We've also had a few bad results there. Obviously, with that DNF in Imola, we've got that P7 in Spain, P8 in Hungary. But overall, it has been a pretty strong season for ourselves. But it's just annoying that Fernando Alonso has also generally had pretty strong season as well. He's got a lot of podiums in there as well. So, but yeah, us finishing in that DNF in Imola, and obviously getting those low points in Hungary and stuff did kind of hurt us in trying to extend that gap to Alonso. But over the last few races, we have extended that gap to Alonso, and hopefully we can continue to do that. We are on the verge of a back-to-back-to-back, a triple victory, so to speak, if that's what you want to call it. We got it at the start of the season. We won in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and Australia, and then it took until Austria until we got another win. So, yeah, we had a bit of a gap, though. We weren't winning too many races, but this is another chance to maybe try and go for a triple here in Singapore. Can we do it? We'll have to wait and see. Fast lap as well. Yeah, we did get fast lap in Monza and Baku. We've definitely picked up our form in the last few races, so hopefully we can continue that for this one as well. Hamilton 3 DNF in 4. Yeah, he's had a tough time. A tough time. This is the forecast for the race as well. As you can see, it is going to be a full dry race. A bit of cloud cover at the start. So there is a very, very small chance that it might rain at the start of the race, but I don't think it will happen. I think it will stay dry from start to finish. We have had rain at that sort of precipitation level before, but I would expect it to happen, especially with the cloud clearing up as well. So, it is going to be a full dry race. I don't think we're going to get any rain for this one, which means, ladies and gentlemen, we are all good and set up and ready for 62 laps of racing action here in Singapore. Isn't it crazy Verstappen hasn't won around Singapore yet? Yeah, it's like his bogey track right now, isn't it? Singapore and, like, Monza were his bogey tracks for a while, so still in Singapore, to be fair. It's literally raining in Singapore right now. Well, I'm glad it's not raining in the game, because this would be a tough race. This would be a very, very tough race. Right! Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get ourselves underway for racing action here in Singapore. 62 laps is what awaits us around the Marina Bay Street Circuit. Can we convert pole position into the race win? It's going to be a tough one, but hopefully we can do it. We haven't got pole in a little while. I don't actually remember the last time we got pole, to be honest with you, but either way, we want to turn that pole into race victory in Singapore, and hopefully we could do just that. We have got a 50-point gap right now to Verstappen, to Alonso, and 52 points to Verstappen. Both those guys start directly below us in this one. So it's going to be a fight for the championship and for race victory. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, while the race loads up, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. I'll be with you guys in 2 moments' time, and then it'll be time for 62 laps of racing action here in Singapore.
Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Things have changed slightly around the Marina Bay circuit. 4 corners have been taken out, the lap length reduced to just over 3 miles. That might be a welcome relief to the drivers, might be even more of a relief for their brakes. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Wang lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Perez, Stroll, Albon, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Norris, Behrman, Sargent, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Joe, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yes, for sure. It is never nice to be on the receiving end of that teammate battle, to be the one not winning. But for the driver who is on the upper hand, it's a real confidence boost because, as you know, the first job in Formula One is to beat your teammate. It is a team sport, but at the end of the day, that's the only driver on the grid that's got equal equipment to you. So it's the best indication of how you're doing. So for them, it's going to be a real confidence boost.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and ready. We start pole position, of course, here in Singapore. Can we convert that to race victory? We will find out very soon. Right, let's have a look at that strategy. So, the strategy is saying a medium, soft, but as we all know, the soft tire does like to wear quite quickly around here. We have got that spare soft tire. It's a fresh one, but is that a strategy we want to try and do? Or should we maybe go a little bit earlier and do hards, maybe? I don't know. Let's go to personalize on both of these to make sure that is accurate. What do we do, chat? What do you guys think? Dreamer, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in, welcome in. PS5? No, PC. You think hards? What's everyone else doing real quick? Verstappen starting on soft tires. That's interesting. I wonder if he's going to make me do it, maybe try a 3-stop. But Verstappen starting on soft tires. Lots of people starting on mediums down here as well. We've got Logan Sargent, Ocon on softs. Yeah. So basically, everyone's starting on either softs or mediums. So Verstappen probably will get a good start here. And he should lead the race early on, because that soft tire should have a lot of grip. But I don't think it'll last too long. I'm guessing a one-stop's not really that doable, is it? It says it's 8.2 seconds slower. We're definitely not doing that. Maybe a medium, hard medium? Could that cook? What do we think? Do I have Discord? I do indeed. Exclamation mark Discord, Dreamer. Should give you a link. Hard, medium, medium. If we start on the hards, we'll be the only one starting on hards. I honestly don't mind the look of that too much. I'm a little concerned about using soft tires. I feel like they'll wear quite quickly. And then we'll only get about 5 or 6 laps out the soft tires and they'll start falling off. Medium, hard, soft, you reckon? Let's have a look what that looks like. Right, it says it's significantly slower. I honestly don't like... I do like the look of that, I'm not gonna lie. Medium, hard, hard. Only one hard tire. We only have one hard tire. It went well yesterday and back on the softs. Yeah, back is not too bad on tire wear this year compared to last year, though. Singapore is still pretty bad on tires. Well, mainly the softs. The softs do deteriorate a lot quicker around here. Soft, hard, medium, maybe. Again, kind of similar story, really. Kind of similar story. I liked the look of that medium, hard, medium. I'll be honest, I really like the look of it. If I remember correctly as well, I think last year we tried to go softs at the end, but we ran out of tire. We were trying to catch Alonso, weren't we? I think he did the one-stop, and we tried to do the two-stop over him. We used the soft tires at the end. We did catch him, but we lost grip at the end because the tires just ran out. So I'm kind of not really wanting to do the soft tire, if I remember correctly, from last year. So that's why I'm kind of opting for this sort of strategy instead. I don't think one-stop will be too good. I don't think I want to do a one-stop. I'd definitely like to do a two-stop. That's why I'm thinking this. 19, 23, 20. Medium, hard, medium's away. You'll probably get a safety car too, so bear it in mind. Not in this career, we won't. Yeah, soft, medium, medium is also an option, but I don't know. I feel like if we start on the medium tire, it kind of gives us the option to do what we want, really. And then we get a lot of flexibility starting on the mediums. We can kind of judge the tire wear from there and decide if we want to go hards, mediums, softs maybe. And then we get more flexibility starting on the mediums. So maybe we'll just kind of play it by ear a little bit. But we'll plan this for now as sort of like the base strat. So we'll do 19 on the mediums, 23 on hards, and then 20 on the mediums again at the end. I think that should work. However, we can adjust that as we need to as the race goes on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kieran. Maybe going a little bit longer on that hard tire. I don't want to go too much longer, but maybe something like this. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the hard tires go. Think medium, hard, medium's optimal? Yeah, I think I agree. We'll drop the fuel a tiny bit. We're not going to drop it too much, of course. I think everything else is pretty good and set up, so... Alright, we'll do that then. Medium, hard, medium. Right! Prediction, ladies and gentlemen. What should we do for our prediction today? I mean, to be fair, we could do any of that top four, really, couldn't we? Who'll finish highest out of ourselves, Verstappen, Alonso, and Leclerc? What do you guys think? All of those top four are in that championship battle. So I think it could work really well. Really, really well. What do you guys think? Brody, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. Stroll W? Where is Stroll? Stroll's on in P9 right now. Did anyone have any penalties, by the way? I think Gasly had a penalty. I think he's the only one, though. Just Gasly. Dan and Jazz, thanks for following us on Twitch, well, guys. Appreciate you. How'd you get the white Merc livery? These are mods. We're using livery mods. How did we do that? Who will finish highest out of ourselves, Alonso, Verstappen, and Leclerc? Are you good with that, mods? Are you guys happy with that? What mod is it? The 2026 season overhaul. You can find it on Overtake GG. Got it? Perfect. All right, we'll do that then. We'll do that. Right! Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to get underway for racing here in Singapore. Pole position, ladies and gentlemen, is where we start here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit. Can we convert pole position to race victory? I certainly hope so. But we've got some tough competition around us. We've got Alonso, Leclerc, Verstappen. Our championship rivals are all right behind us, and it's going to be a tough run down towards turn 1. But hopefully, we can get a good launch and lead down towards the opening corner. This is the strategy we are looking at for today's race. We're looking at going on the medium tires for 19 laps, then switching over to the hards for 23, and then going mediums for 20 at the end. So a two-stop race is what we are looking at. We are likely to see one-stops being used as well. I think some drivers are going to try and push that one-stop, so hopefully we can try and get that fast, grippier tire early on and try and accompany for that time loss we'll get from doing that extra pit stop. But that is the baseline strat we are doing today. We may adjust it as we go, but we'll play it by ear and see what happens. But 90 on the mediums, 23 on the hards, and 20 on the mediums is what we are doing for this strat for now. Ladies and gentlemen, today's prediction will be who will finish highest out of ourselves, Alonso, Verstappen, and Leclerc. Make sure to get predictions up in the chat. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 62 laps of racing action here in Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Where will we finish here in Singapore? Will we finish ahead of our championship rivals Verstappen, Leclerc, and Alonso? Get your predictions up in the chat right now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Singapore Grand Prix. P1 is where we start for this one. Our first pole position in a little while. I don't remember the last time I actually got pole, but here we are on pole here in Singapore. Can we convert this to race victory? Fernando Alonso did pip us to victory this time last season. We're going to try and get our revenge this time around. Rest of the grid lining up then as we prepare for the run down towards turn 1. Lucas, thank the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. I mean, he won here last year, Bucks. He might be onto something. We'll see. Max on softs. Yep. Everyone else on mediums. A couple of lower guys on softs as well. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights here in Singapore. Lights out, away we go. Here in Singapore, that's not too bad. Off the line, down towards turn 1. Max Verstappen gets a good start. Up the inside, he goes. And the opening corner, we do lead down towards turn 1. A vital bit of defense to make sure that we can hold on to the lead. We got fairly equal launch to Max Verstappen, but he is on the soft tyre, and we know that will be a quick tyre at the start of this race. Leclerc in P3, Alonso in P4. Here comes Verstappen down towards the end of the first. DRS straight. No DRS activated just yet, of course. Gotta wait till lap 2. Verstappen a little bit too far back at the moment, and we do hold on to the lead of this race for the time being. I'll tell you what, that gap to Leclerc did open up a little bit there as well. I think he had a bit of a tussle with Alonso through the opening few corners, as Verstappen is all over our rear wing at the moment. Let's try and keep this car intact for now. But Max Verstappen sitting pretty right behind us at the moment, as he had a little look up the inside down towards the hairpin. Just had to give a bit of room in case he did try and dive for it. Lost a bit of time as we head down towards the end of this next straight. Verstappen's still a little bit far behind, but that soft tyre looking good so far. But the longer we can keep him at bay, the more it will help us as we progress through this race. Here we go again, down towards the end of this new straight, of course. Used to have the bridge section there, but not anymore. That was a little bit messy through that right-hander. And through the final corner we go. And we're going to be under a bit of pressure here down towards turn 1. As Verstappen gets a little closer once again. 32.8 to get us going in Singapore. DRS is now enabled, so we probably will lose the lead down this next straight. Let's see. Verstappen still hanging tight to the back of us here. He'll get that extra benefit of DRS, an extra 15 kilometers an hour down this next straight. Here comes Max Verstappen. He looks to the right-hand side as we head through the straight, and Verstappen takes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. And that was coming, I think. We did well to hold him on the first lap, but now he'll get the clean air. And on that soft tyre, that'll be really beneficial for the Dutchman. He is sniffing, isn't he? It really is. You missed the bridge section? I don't. I prefer the new layout, personally. I think it adds for better racing. Obviously, you used to have the old slingshot chicane here, didn't we, as well? A long time ago. No, Dwight, how's it going, dudes? Yeah, Verstappen's really trying to pull away a little bit here. That soft tyre looks very strong at the moment. One of the only crazy drive fair against the AI. That's the best way to make it fun. It's to drive fair against them. I do kind of wish the AI did make more mistakes from time to time, though. It might sound obvious what I'm about to say, but, like, they do look scripted. Like, obviously they are scripted, but when it looks scripted, it doesn't make it quite as fun, right? I think if they made more mistakes or a bit more unpredictable in a sense, I think that'd make it even better. We are still just clinging onto that DRS to Verstappen. I think we probably will lose it. Down this next straight. And we have still got it, actually. But this might be the final time we do get that DRS. Here comes Charles Leclerc getting a little close to us as we head towards the next left-hander. Verstappen holds the lead. We hold P2. But I think Verstappen will probably run away from our DRS on the next lap. Come on. Yeah, no, it's Verstappen's brought that DRS. That soft tyre looks good so far. But if you give it another 5 or 6 laps, maybe, hope for that soft tyre should start falling off. The Verstappen looking quick at the moment on him. Let's keep pushing. Leclerc will probably try and sneak by at some point. We should be able to stay with Leclerc, though. That's the big difference. Hamilton has lost DRS to the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso, so the top 4 still kind of the same as what it originally was. But obviously Verstappen in the lead now out of all of that. Down towards turn 1 we go. Leclerc that DRS getting a bit closer in towards turn 1. Through turn 2 and 3 we go. Come on. .5 seconds. Sector 1 is usually our best sector, so here comes Charles Leclerc. He's looking quick here. Is Leclerc going to go for the move? He looks to the inside as we head down towards the left-hander. Leclerc on the inside. Left give a bit of room on the inside, and we do just hold off Charles Leclerc at the first time of asking. But Charles Leclerc looking racy right now. Their pace definitely looking a little stronger than ours at this point, doesn't it? Come on. Getting close to the walls. That's how you have to drive, Singapore. Keep your enemies close, but the wall closer. Words to live by at tracks like Singapore. 3/10 for Charles and Leclerc as we head through the next DRS section. This straight's a little bit too small for him to really make a move, though. Have you encountered any invisible bumps on any tracks? I did around Spain and Portimao, yes. Portimao was terrible. It happened in the Creator Series, and I killed about 3 people because of it. There was nothing I could do. I hit the bump, and it literally just chucked my car up in the air, and, yeah, destroyed about 3 or 4 different drivers, so I apologize, but it wasn't really my fault. There's nothing I could do about it. But it is what it is. Come on. Yeah, Leclerc's going to get us here. Here comes Charles Leclerc up the inside, down towards the next straight. And Ferrari looking good, quick at the moment. And Leclerc moves into P2. We're down to P3, not really the start we wanted. Charles Leclerc up into second place. We're down to third now. It's looking like a bit of a tough ride at the moment. Just got to trust the strategy, though. Got to trust the strategy. I tell you what, Liam Delap's had a really underrated season, I can't lie. Come on. If we just try and stay within the DRS range of Leclerc, we should be okay. But they're definitely looking quicker, aren't they? There's Leclerc on softs, no, Leclerc's on mediums. Verstappen's on softs in P1. Oh, God. Bit of a slide there out of the final corner. White Wolf Lion, thanks for following the Twitch, guys. Appreciate it. There's a few more other follows there that I'll get to in a second. That was a good few corners there, actually, getting on to the back of Leclerc. Reverse, thanks to follow. Shirt, thanks to follow as well. Appreciate you guys. Welcome in. Was there any more that I missed? Kawafri and Frank, thanks to follow as well. And Jola, thanks for following as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome all in. Yeah, there we go. Caught to the back of Leclerc quite nicely there. So our pace of Leclerc probably is about similar. It's all about who has DRS. We had a really good first set to that. Where do we start? We start on pole. Currently down in P3. Verstappen got us fairly early because it's on the soft tyre. And then Leclerc just put this last lap. But we'll probably end up trading positions with Leclerc. DRS wide open again. How's our teammate? Our teammate is in 6th right now, I want to say. I think it's right behind Hamilton. That gap between us and Hamilton is opening up as well, which is good. I don't think it'll open up enough for us to kind of pit into it, but... yeah, levels, AI levels at 108 right now. Honestly, I really like 108. It feels really good for me at the moment. With the latest update, 108 is perfect. We have some really good fun battles with it. There might be times we go a little higher, maybe a little lower as well, but overall, 108 with the new update seems perfect for me. I'm very happy with it. .9 to Verstappen, so that gap to Verstappen has stabilized now, so I wonder if he's already seen the best that soft tyre, which is pretty bad news for him if so. DRS getting us a bit closer to Leclerc. We actually got really close to Leclerc. He actually went into a bit of a defensive position. Kind of held middle ground, really, didn't he? Down towards that left-hander. 7 laps extra fuel. Yeah, don't worry, we'll burn it. We will burn it. So it's falling off. It seems that way, doesn't it? I did say they'd go about 6 or 7 laps and they start dropping off. And I'm looking to be about right at the moment. Come on. What are you not waffling about in my chat right now? I think there's a a Premier League striker debate going on or something. I don't know what it is, though. What up, SFL? Come on. DRS went up on Leclerc again. We might be close enough to try and make a pass down the next DRS straight. Let's see. We got a good few corners here. Then we could get close enough to pass Charles Leclerc. How long will the softs for Max last? I think they're already dropping off. But I think about 15 laps. HP's trying to say Højlund's the second best striker in the league. Oh, come on, HP. I know you're a United fan, buddy, but come on. You can't think that. Let me guess, he must have scored against Victoria Plaza for you to say that. Not when Darwin's around? Yeah, Darwin Núñez is the greatest striker in the league. In the world. In history. DRS to get on Leclerc. Wasn't as close as we thought we could be to the second straight. Ooh, rear's getting a little bit slidey. Starting to pull it a little bit closer for Verstappen still. 3 seconds at the moment. Sherd coming in with the Twitch Prime as well. Thank you much, Sherd, for the Twitch Prime, my dude. I appreciate that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, girls, it's been chat to welcome Sherd into Vince fam for the first month of that Twitch Prime. I might be saying a name wrong. If I am, I apologize. Feel free to correct me. But thank you much for the Twitch Prime, dude. Appreciate it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, girls, it's been chat to welcome Sherd into Vince fam for the first month. I appreciate it. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we do have new emotes, by the way, on the Twitch. All the followers on Twitch, you guys get the Christmas emote. And for the subs, you get the Huckleheim emote. So make sure to use the most of those. Salah 2025 Ballon d'Or at this rate. I don't know if Ballon d'Or want an African winner. Not gonna lie. They seem to hate Mo Salah. Three tenths to Leclerc, come on. We are really close here, aren't we? And they're still putting that gap to Verstappen, so I think he's definitely feeling that soft tire coming up through a little bit now. The gap to Hamilton's increased in lead 4 seconds. Alonso's keeping it tight to us as well. Leclerc got a good exit out the hairpin. Give me a drive to start with an F2 in a calendar. I think you can do Color Pinto, can't you? Pretty sure he's in the F2 cars. For 2023, that is. Come on. We get quite close to the club, but it's just not enough to be able to get past him. I think our pace is very even with his. Can Colin Pinto go back to F2? He hasn't won it. I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure there are some other rules where if you compete in like a full season or something, you can't go back. But he obviously only did half a season, really, didn't he? So, yeah, I'm not really sure on the ruling on it.
Okay, mate. Leclerc is ahead of you. We don't want to let this
Ballon d'Or lost his credibility a long time ago, to be fair.
Get on with the race.
I don't think anyone really gives as much value to the Ballon d'Or as they used to. Because Messi won 8. I mean, there has definitely been a lot of controversial winners in recent years, that's for sure.
Concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I'm not saying it's because of Messi, but I think there have been different winners that weren't deserved winners, in my opinion, in recent years. Does your steering wheel have the drink button? I'm sure I could do a bit of engineering to make that happen. 2.5 to Verstappen now, by the way. That soft tire is definitely falling off. As we enter lap 11. 10 laps done here in Singapore. A sixth of the way through the race. And that gap to Verstappen down to 2.5. That was 3.5 a few laps ago. So we are starting to claw that time back to Max Verstappen. Honestly, for me, I think Modric was the reason why I probably don't really like the Ballon d'Or as much as I used to. I don't think Modric's a deserved winner. Oh, we're close this time. Here we go around the outside of Charles Leclerc down the second straight. Around the outside we go of Leclerc. And we do keep it nice and clean. Back into P2 we go. 2.4. The gap to Max Verstappen. When's he going to pit? When is the Dutchman going to pit? Because that soft tire is definitely dropping off right now. You'd think he'd be pitting fairly soon to try and kind of keep that gap in a way, wouldn't you? The problem is he's not really got a lot of gaps to box into. That was the problem of starting on the soft tire. Leclerc will keep it close to us, so will Alonso. Gap to Hamilton is 4.5. If we can keep putting the time on there. Yeah, we're still pulling. Come on. Max is definitely starting to struggle on that soft tire. We're getting closer and closer. What's our lap time? Let's have a look. 30.0 for ourselves. Driver in front.
Verstappen's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front, 2.3 seconds.
Let's see.
Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining.
He is 2 stopping.
Your last lap time,
30.2. So we only did gain... Oh, we gained 2 tenths last lap.
2 tenths per lap.
But we did have that battle with Leclerc, obviously, as well. We do have the gap to hold that position of Leclerc for the time being, too. But we did gain on Verstappen by a couple of tenths with that battle. So hopefully, without any battles, we could try and just reel ourselves a little bit closer. If we could get within DRS range by the time we boxes, we'll be in a good position, in my opinion. But we'll see. Have a look up on the front left tyre. How many races left in this season? Still quite a few. I don't remember exactly how many, but... We've still got the likes of coasts to get through. Mexico, Brazil, Qatar, Portimao, all those tracks. So still a good few races to go. 7 or 8 probably. Yeah, I think about 7 maybe. 7 sounds about right. 1.6 to Verstappen. That was a good gain, wasn't it? 29.8 that time around for us. That was a good lap. That was an extra couple of tenths we gained on Verstappen. Ooh, have a look up at turn 1. Not ideal. What's the tyre strategy for today? We are doing a medium, hard, medium. Last season we did a medium, medium, soft. Unfortunately, it didn't quite get us the win. So we're mixing things up today to try and get a bigger chance of doing it. Here comes Charles Leclerc down towards the left-hander. Not going to happen this time around. We're in the championship, P1 right now, by 50 points to Fernando Alonso, who's in second in the championship. Sitting P4 in this race, though. Yeah, I know. It's really deceiving, isn't it, Numpty? I was trying to see how long someone was live for yesterday, and I just couldn't figure out where it was. And I realized that I had to hover over the video player to see. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan. Tire dig. It's getting there. Rear right's doing about 1.2% per lap, maybe a bit more. 1.34, maybe. Do I watch Formula Drift? No. Are we only 2 stopping because of yesterday's 2 stop strat? No. No. Tire wear is a bit different today compared to yesterday. That front right's coming up a lot more than what it was in Azerbaijan. Oh, Leclerc got a good run out of that final corner. He might be a threat here. But almost the DRS range of Verstappen here. That soft tire is definitely struggling. Why didn't you go medium, hard, soft? Too slow. Oh, we didn't get DRS. There we go. There's our first bit of DRS on Max Verstappen since the start of the race. And that soft tire is really, really starting to hurt on Verstappen's car right now. That's why I didn't really want to start on it. Although it would have got you track position. This is what happens at the end. And maybe we can take the lead away from Verstappen before he boxes. That'd be even better. Our main goal was to just try and get back inside of DRS by the time the softs wore off, but we might be able to go one step further and actually overtake him. That'd be something special for the race. We could do that. If we could send the hards in, wouldn't the soft be alright? It depends on the pace. If the hards are kind of slow, then we might struggle with it. And press taking it 14 laps. Usually the lifespan of the softs around here is about 18, so... He hit the cliff about 5 or 6 laps ago, but now he's really feeling the effects of it. He's not boxing just yet, though. And we'll kill that DRS out the final corner.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10.
Yeah, it did it itself, Charlie. I don't think it's programmed to. I think it was more just luck. I'm not going to lie. We got very lucky with Hamilton going to Ferrari. But it's very fitting. I like it. How long will the medium last? They'll probably hit their cliff for the next few laps. Maybe lap 17, 18, something like that. Here we go, Max Verstappen. Maybe around the outside. If we try and squeeze around the outside of Verstappen, he's a little late on the brakes, and oh my god! Nearly chops off our front wing as well as he switches over to the right-hand side. Right on the exit there. That could have been a bit costly. But Verstappen just holds on to the lead of this race. And our front wing was a mere victim. His rear tires are gone. Yeah, he's sliding like crazy. You can see. Look at that. Oh, God, we had a bit of a slide there as well. That's not ideal. We want it for him, not for us. Base box lap 16 or 17. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, there is a bit of clean air behind the Haas's, but I think Verstappen, when he boxes, is going to get a bit of traffic, and it's going to hurt him. He's struggling under braking as well. Is he going to box in? Nope. He's staying up from the lap. Down towards turn 1 we go. Close to him in so far for another overtake. Not going to do it here, though. Going to hold on a little bit longer. Maybe down the next straight, we can try and take back the lead of this race. As Verstappen will be checking his mirrors as it's filled with silver and black right now. Here we go. Out from turn 4 we go, down the straight one more time. And this time we're a bit close to Max Verstappen. I don't think there's a lot he can do here. As we look around the outside, and Max Verstappen almost pinches us against the wall. But round the inside we go. Oh, Verstappen a little bit deep from ourselves. As Verstappen switches back, we get the inside of the next right-hander. And we hold the inside against Verstappen. We've got the grip, and we do get the position. Is that a little bit controversial, though? We were off the track, and did it gain us an advantage? Did it gain us an advantage? Do we need to give it back, chat? What do you think? Do we need to give that position back? Need to do it without losing to Leclerc, really. Verstappen still inside DRS. Looks good. He did squeeze us off the track a little bit, but we did go a bit deep ourselves. Vote on the poll, chat. Do we give the position back to Max Verstappen? Vote on the poll. Doesn't matter anyway, because Verstappen's boxing. Verstappen is in. End of 16. He is in.
Now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
So the poll doesn't matter anymore because Max Verstappen has boxed anyway. So, FIA, look away. FIA, look away. It was on weaker tires anyway, it's fine. We would have gone regardless. Got away from my pit exit. Which is said that pit exit, wait for it to come out the pits. Although, I'm not going to lie, I don't like where he's come out. He's picked very far. Well, I do like it for me, but not for him.
Team Radio. Bucks_in_6 says bury it smart. Give the place back now, please.
Mark, you're a bit late, buddy. You guys voted no on the poll anyway.
All of our tire pressure data is currently
So we wouldn't have given it back regardless, as per what you guys are saying. Here we go. Leclerc will still keep within DRS range of us, so we head down towards the next right-hander. We love a bit of controversy, don't we, chat? Mad rear tire wear? Yeah, the rear tires are not too pretty right now. We are boxing fairly soon. Lap 19 is a provisional pit stop. What do you guys think? Do we stay on 19? Do we adjust a little bit? Do we stay on the hard tires? Let me know. What do you guys think? Look like getting a bit closer. He might overtake us the next straight. Have you had the tire pressure warning yet? No, we probably will soon, though. Max Fisher on the radio? Oh, definitely. Maybe he's saying move of a champion. Give the place to Fernando. Yeah, I wonder why you say that. Looked like I got close again, but it was still a little bit too far back. You think one extra lap? You think lap 20? A little bit longer, you reckon? No, it's okay, Craig. Good luck, mate. Hope they don't yank any of your teeth out. Depends on how tires feel for you. Slippery. They do feel a bit slidey. What I am worried about, though, is when I saw Verstappen box, he came up behind the Sauber McLaren. He is ahead of them now, but he did come up behind them originally. So I'm a little concerned that we might come up behind them. I think we might be okay now. I don't know. But he has got some good clean air until the Haas, so maybe end of 19 is a good time to box. Maybe go 20 just to be safe. You been undercut? Oh, I know. Yeah, Verstappen will definitely get ahead of us, but he was on the soft tires anyway, so.
In this lap, push
Yeah, the tire pressure warning last lap, just completely ignored it, did I? Oh, fair enough. Too much going on. At least I don't have to hear it again for the rest of the race. That's a win in my eyes. Charlie and Join, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Matt and Jacob, thanks for following us on Twitch, well, guys. Appreciate it as well. Hope you guys doing good. Tomorrow, next race? No, next race will be on Monday. We'll be live again next on Sunday. I'm not going to be here on Saturday because I'm going to the Creator Series meetup. So I won't be here on Saturday. So the next time I'll be live will be on Sunday for the Open Lobbies and Community Race. And on Monday will be the next Career Mode race. What's the AI at? 108. Chad, what do you think? Box this lap or one more? Oh, look, I had a little look up the inside there. That's a bit of an optimistic move.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Are you forgiven Hayden yet? Never. Never. One more, you reckon? Mike wants me in now, but I think we go one more as well. I think I agree. We've got to make sure we do get ahead of the McLaren and the Sauber. Because if we get held up by them, that will cost us some good time. So I think one more is a good idea. Charlotte Leclerc getting close down towards turn. We've used up all our battery here. We're a bit vulnerable. Still have good pace. 30.3 is our last lap. Rejoy 15th is a bit of clean air, right? I think so. I think 15th is right behind Verstappen right now. 28-4 Verstappen. Leclerc looking around the outside, trying to break late. We've got a bit less than him. He goes around the outside of the next corner. He holds the inside, though. It's the next right-hander. We'll have to give him room here as we go side by side. Once again, good wheel-to-wheel action. We get the grip on the exit, though. We defend from Charles Leclerc. That's a close Leclerc's got so far to getting past us. Once again, I think we've got to do it this lap, haven't we, chap? I think we box this lap. Because Leclerc is looking fearsome right now. I think we've got to do it here right now. You guys saying box? Yeah, I think so too. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Did these mediums have had enough? See what strat Leclerc's doing? Driving behind.
Leclerc behind. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 19 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining.
Two-stopper.
2 stops remaining.
All right, let's do this. He's in as well.
1 minute 30.
So's Alonso. Oh, buddy, here we go. This will be interesting on pit exit, won't it? And our teammates in as well. Carlos Sainz is in. We're double stacking. Oh my god, slow stop. Oh, the rear right slow. Oh no. And Alonso has pipped us. Alonso has pipped ourselves, and Leclerc Verstappen goes into the net lead. It's Dimitri in that rear right again. He's back to haunt us.
The left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us though and finish this race strong.
Shit.
All right, we'll be doing one more stop today.
They're also on medium tyres compared to us on the hards. That's not good. That is really not good. We have come out ahead of Behrman, thankfully. That's what we wrote about, but Jesus. And Alonso goes into second place on net position. Look at the gap between us and Verstappen. 9 seconds.
This is our true position.
Not good.
They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road.
Not good. Tyres take a little bit of time to warm up as well in comparison to the medium, so gotta be a little bit careful here. Oh, we are in a bad position now, aren't we? It was looking good for a while, but how things can quickly turn on their heads.
This is our true position.
But Fisk.
Same strategy. They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint.
Well, if I knew we were going to get a slow stop, I would have gone mediums instead to stay with these guys, but can Haas do 40 laps here? Haas can do anything we want. The Haas do anything we need them to do. Verstappen 28-2. He's flying. He's absolutely flying on that medium.
This is our true place here. They've pitted as well. So
Stroll's boxed onto hard tyres.
Get the most out of it. Come on. Gap to your teammate behind.
There goes Leclerc the inside.
0.4 seconds.
Left him room, but he didn't really utilise it. Got a little bit deeper turn 3, though. Don't like this, man. Is there any way of changing your view of the cockpit? Yep, in your camera customization. Here he comes. This will be it. There goes Leclerc. Ooh, almost goes a bit of a pinch. Oh no, we are in danger, chat.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down.
We are in big danger. Can you do it in qualifying? Yep. Do it anytime. So, what do we do? What do we do? Do we go and get on mediums later? Do we go softs? Do we maybe try and take these hards to the end? What do we do? There's still a few other people that need to box, so this isn't our net position. Our net position right now is P4, which is kind of still painful, but Ted's car would be nice. Yeah, it would be. And we are going to get a cockpit lap here as well. Pifferentus. This is the way. Camera customization. That's what we're looking for. Need the halo? No, the halo's actually unrealistic in the game. It's actually more unrealistic having the halo than it is to not have it. Your eyes can't bend round it in a game. They can in real life.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
It's literally called camera customization, DH. The setting is called camera customization. That is what it's called. Time to switch to VR then. Even in VR, it's still not very good. Because technically in VR, yeah, you get the virtual reality sort of that we can look around and things, but it's still technically a flat screen in a way. It's just a flat screen that's all around you. Driven one, have you, mate? No, I just have common sense. VR has depth perception. I've never used VR, to be fair, so I wouldn't know, but I think even in VR, a lot of people still turn it off.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.8 seconds.
Did you add Audi, or just the game add it? No, we've got it as a mod. Ooh, Jesus. Actually, Bromance saying can look easily past the halo. Are you sure it's not because he's tilting his head to the side of it or something, though? I don't really know how the whole VR thing works with it, but... How do you change the camera throughout the race without pausing? You need to bind a button to cycle the camera. I got mine bound to my button down here, so I can get through it quickly. But you need to go to your bindings, and... It might already be bound to something. Just figure out what that binding is. At the moment, we are struggling these hard tyres. His pace is not great right now. 2.5 to Leclerc since that pit stop 390. New PB for ourselves. I'm supposed to use LB. I don't know what the actual default binding is, if there is a default, but... Yeah. Any assist? Nope. All assists off. To get a little bit in the first sector on Charles Leclerc there. I mean, the hard tyres, and they're doing their job. They're looking very good durability-wise. Just the pace right now, it's not quite there at the moment. We had a good first sector. We did actually increase the gap to Sergio Perez, didn't we? Is it fine to buy a 50 to 60 pound basic steering wheel for an 11-year-old nephew? I mean, I guess, but it'll only go 90 degrees left and 90 degrees right, and that's all it will do. If they haven't really got, like, the understanding of racing or anything like that, then it probably is fine. They probably won't really notice too much, but if they do end up getting further into it, then it'll be an expensive upgrade. They'll come around? Yeah, I hope so. To be fair, we did look like we were faster this lap than Leclerc. He is being held up by Huckleheim in that Cadillac, though. I think Huckleheim's in the one-stop, so if we can try and get ahead of him before he boxes, that'll be good.
Good pace. You're catching the car in front by about a second.
And Leclerc's going for the move up the inside at turn 1. Is he going to get that done? Oh, he doesn't. Huckleheim holds him up. Oh, that's fair enough, Tesco. Yeah, I've never used VR or anything, so I don't have a lot of knowledge on it. Is this modded because Cadillac is there? Yes. Ooh, a little bit twitchy through the right-hander there as we head into the end of the straight at turn 6.
We're all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
Huckleheim goes defense from the inside. Wasn't really able to wrap around the outside there. Needs to get by the next straight here. He's struggling with that medium. Here we go. Got to send it. I wimped out. I wimped out. I didn't want to go too wide there. I was hoping he'd make it easy, but Hulk never makes it easy. Good defending from him. Let's try and get the exit out from the hairpin. There we go. It's a nice exit. Very nice exit. DRS wide open. A little bit of wheel spin as we try and push down this next straight. I'm going to look up the inside early on here as Huckleheim goes a little defensive. He holds the middle of the track. A bit of contact there as well as we do bump tyres. But we do get past the Cadillac on the second time of asking. That has held us back a little bit. Leclerc now 2.4. He's got Albon in front of him. So it's a little bit of traffic for us. Not too much, but... You're on pole, how are you 6th? It's not net position. We'll get in a few more positions once these guys pit, or if we get past Albon. Some of these guys are on one-stops right now. We're on two-stopper. Cheap view, get in the car, for fuck's sake. Sounds like you're crying, so... I like that. I prefer that view more, personally, but... The guys at Stream VR can only cast either one of their eyes. That's why it looks slightly offset. That's why it does look offset. I have seen that a lot. I can't really watch... Logan Sargent on the race. I can't really watch VR streams because they're all offset and stuff. Makes it very deceiving. That does make a lot of sense. Used to be P4 though? Yep. Once we get past Leclerc, we'll be P5. There's one more driver somewhere in front of him. And, I'm not sure who it is, but once we get past him, or once he pits, we're back into P4. But either way, yeah, we are net P4. We've got another yellow flag at the end of the straight. We could get a safety car here. If Logan Sargent's car stays there, we might get a safety car. Lando Norris, we've got 2 retired cars on the track. We have a safety car.
Don't worry about the target. Follow the safety car. Okay,
What do we do?
course,
Chat,
Safety
what do we
car's
do?
out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty.
What do we
Slow
do?
down, maintain positive delta.
Leclerc's boxing. I must out on these hards. Shit. I had very little time to really try and think of it. We could have gone mediums there. Alonso's in as well. We go into 3rd place. Lewis Hamilton is going to be behind the safety car. Hamilton's in the worst position here because he can't overtake the safety car and he didn't get the chance to box. So Lewis Hamilton leads the race, but he's in arguably the worst position. I don't know if I should have... I don't know if we should have boxed. I don't think it was a bad idea to stay out, though. Because these tyres are only 4 and 5% on the rear tyres. A lot of them are boxed for new hards. They're going to be 5% fresher. They are going to go to the end of the race, though. So do we do the same? Do we do the same and stay out on these hards to the end? Tough call, isn't it? Saying I was right, mediums won't go to the end. Definitely not. I mean, my idea was to do a medium soft, maybe. But I don't know how that would have worked, to be honest, so. Stay out to the end or box for softs, possibly. Yeah, that's the most likely scenario from here on, I think. We could still do mediums, but we're going to save a bit of wear on this tyre now with a safety car. Alonso give up track position, yeah. Yeah, he dropped a few places. He went from 3rd to 5th, so he didn't give up that much. He should get past another quite easily, I think. Is Hamilton gonna box? Yeah, he's... Verstappen's boxing! Red Bull. That's a bad strat.
Okay,
They should have kept him out. He's gonna lose so much track position. Verstappen is cooked. Verstappen and Hamilton are both cooked. And that puts us back into the lead of this race. Was not expecting that a few laps ago. That safety car has actually really helped us out, I think. And Alonso is back to 3rd place as well, so once he clears Tsunoda, he'll be in a good position, I think. Burn fuel. I don't need to burn too much, really, because we'll still get through them 5 laps quite comfortably. If anything, it's time 10 minutes to go up right now. Max's tire's only 9 laps old, something like that. It's come out so far behind. Yuki Tsunoda stayed out as well on that medium tire. How old is Yuki's tires? Driving behind.
Okay, Tsunoda's behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Time last lap, 1:38.8.
I think Yuki's okay.
5 seconds a lap. The pace is too slow.
I think Yuki's okay. Heard of them, Cyrus. I think Ash might have bought from them or something. I'll look at them. Can't remember. Does the AI have common sense? No. Can Yuki go to the end? Maybe, but I doubt he will. I think he will stop again.
Okay, the safety car's coming
That was quick.
in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in
My tyres are a bit
sector 3.
cold.
Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane.
My tyres are a bit cold right now. Was safety car 4? We had 2 retirements on the track. Both Lando Norris and Logan Sargent retired, so safety car came out. All right, when do we go, ladies and gentlemen? Yuki Tsunoda's going to be quick with that medium tyre. Hopefully not too quick, though. When do we go? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's a decent restart.
Teammate by 3.5
And we do lead down towards turn 1. That's a solid restart, actually. Had to try and generate as much temperature as I could, but I tell you what, that was a fantastic restart. Look at that gap. 8 tenths to Sonoda. 7 now, coming down to 6. That was a really nice restart, but I think that tyre of his is slightly better than ours. Annoyingly. What up, Septic? Nice. Medium tyres are still quite strong. I think Alonso might try and overtake him soon. We'll see. Depends how long that medium's going to last, though, I guess. But it still looks good for now. There's a lot of deep there. Let's see some good defense for 10 laps. I mean, if he's close off in DRS, there's not really a lot of point fighting. But we'll see what happens. Did people disqualify? Retired. Both Logan Sargent and Lando Norris retired at the same time as well, which brought out the safety car.
DRS has been enabled.
DRS enabled.
is now enabled.
You get a good lap there. What's Yuki's pace? Strong. That medium tyre is looking good so far. Then we go down the straight. That'll be his first bit of DRS of the restart. We'll get a bit closer. We'll get closer and closer and closer. Still not quite close enough to get ahead of us. Hulkenberg is on the soft tyres and up to P5, by the way. That safety car really helped Hulkenberg out. And that Cadillac in 5th place. Although a strange choice to go onto softs, though. Very strange. Yuki's close. Yuki's really close. That medium tire's looking really good on him so far. Got a nice exit out of that hairpin, though, and hopefully we can hold that gap to Yuki. Where's Verstappen? He blundered the pit stop. He's quite far down. Come on. 4 tenths to Yuki at the moment. No DRS down here, of course. Four tenths, 3 tenths. I think he might get me on the next straight. I think he might get me on the next straight. Hulk looks really quick on that soft tire right now, but I don't think it will last too long. Here we go, down the second straight we go. Yuki, 3 tenths at the moment. Is he going to be close enough to remove? I don't think he is. We'll survive another lap. We'll survive another lap in the lead. Alonso Leclerc staying close as well. Did we get a safety car? We did. Hulk is cooking so far, though. I just think it's a terrible strategy. His pace is good, but I think the strategy is terrible. So, Ashley, Bob, and Brew, thanks for following on Twitch, guys. Faye, thanks for following as well. Welcome in, guys. Hope we're doing good. Come on. Nara Henry, thank you for following as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in as well. Oh, God, the rear tire's sliding away on me. Yeah, modding this year's a lot harder, Zeptic, but the concept's still the same, but modding the game was a bit more difficult this year because of the anti-cheat. But they found a way still, which is good. I think So's going to get past us very soon, isn't he? He's going to get past us soon. Box for wets. Good idea. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, mate.
Another lap we survive.
Save some ERS, so let's use all
Oh,
the
God.
techniques you know about
Now we need to save
charging
battery.
up.
Wonderful. This is far from ideal. Oh, boy. Is this game accurate thinking Gigabit Center in PE2 isn't very realistic? Well, it is a career mode. And wild things can happen in career modes. But F124 is definitely not an accurate depiction of real life, no. Generally speaking. The cars in this game are much faster in real life. Anti-cheat in F1, what can you cheat on? Oh, buddy. You don't know the half of it. There are so many cheats in this game, it's ridiculous. So many cheats. You can get all sorts of things. You get like grip hacks, you can get battery hacks, you can get insane top speeds, all that sort of stuff.
Gap to your teammate behind.
It's... yeah, it was really bad. And anti-cheat was actually really necessary for this game. Last year and the year before were absolutely terrible for it. What seat do I have? I have the Nexel Racing FGT. Although I am thinking about upgrading very soon, though. I mean, starting to look at some other rigs and stuff like that. So I am in the market for a new one right now. People have really been cheating and everything. Welcome to the world. What's the point? I wish I could tell you. People will literally cheat in open lobbies. Like 5-lap open lobbies. Against other random people. And they'll go and cheat in it. I don't even know why. I haven't seen as many cheats this year. There was the whole, like, Joyta key thing that I saw as well. But yeah, cheating in a game like this is wild. Very, very wild. I give up on Apex this season because of cheaters. Yeah, there's a lot of games where cheating's very high. I just don't see the fun in it. Where's the fun in cheating? You just feel like a fake the entire time. Completely takes like the joy away from it in a way. Because it's funny, yeah. Yeah, I guess so, I don't know. It's very weird. This top 5 still very close together right now. Yuki's still not really got in a position to overtake us yet, though, has he? He's been sitting at that 4, 5, 10th mark, but not really been able to get by yet. We have been using our battery quite efficiently to just keep him at bay. And it's going to happen once again here down the second straight. Halfway through this race now, lap 35 and 62. We're into the second half of this race. So far, looking pretty good. It really is the question about the strategy right now, isn't it? How's the deck? That rear right doesn't look too nice, does it? 10% that rear right now. The hards will be okay for a while longer, but it won't be long until we start feeling a bit of sliding. Well, between lap 22 and 35, we had a safety car. Our first safety car in a while. People have been cheating to FC25. Yeah, I know. Every game's got cheats, unfortunately.
Team Radio. Years Eptic says him using this J's because I can, but I lost enjoyment for sim racing, but him having fun again so cool.
Love to see it, love to see it. Glad you're finding your interest again. Well, hopefully finding it, at least. That was a nice first sector there, getting another couple of tenths on Sonoda in that first sector. He'll have DRS down here again, but we'll hold for another lap. We're actually doing a pretty solid job here, I'm not going to lie. I thought this would be a bit of a struggle, but we are holding this quite nicely at the moment. See, I disagree massively with this whole fiasco about Yuki Tsunoda having a temper tantrum, which is why he's not getting the Red Bull seat. Because Max Verstappen is the epitome of a hothead. And how many times has he lost his temper? I think the excuse for not bringing in Yuki because he's too much of a hothead is ridiculous, in my opinion. Absolutely ridiculous. Alonso's keeping up. Yeah, so's Leclerc as well. I think Hulk might be starting to fall off a little bit now, though. Which I can't say is a huge surprise with that soft tyre. Not a surprise at all. Think about a second safety car. We'd be lucky. We'd be lucky.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Especially last year, Verstappen's on smoke, yeah. Even, like, at times this year as well, Verstappen really showed his temper at times. I.e. Hungary. Yeah, I mean, Yuki's had plenty of good performances in Racing Bull. If you ask me, I think it's cooled down a lot more since then as well. When he first came into the sport, he was, yeah, very, very hot. But I think this season, he's definitely looked a bit more calm, in my opinion. I think the whole temper thing is definitely kind of blown out of proportion for him. Good for him to develop in the Racing Bull. How many fucking years does he need? Next year will be his 5th year in the sport. I mean, he's had 4 years so far. How much more do they want to develop at Racing Bull? I don't think that's really an excuse either, if you ask me. What's my GPU? 3070 Ti. Oh, Alonso and Tsunoda had a battle! And that's cost him a bit of time. We've got a 1 second gap to Fernando Alonso, who now is in 2nd place. Bottas, I hope, is in Red Bull. As a reserve driver, he won't be partnering Max. He'll just go in as a reserve driver. Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. For sure. I think Yuki is Red Bull's best option for the 2nd seat, in my opinion. By far. Alonso's starting to get on us a little bit now. I mean, I would rather have had Yuki Tsunoda behind me than Alonso, but here we are. Got to try and deal with Alonso now. His tires are slightly fresher than ours, not by much, but 5 or 6% roughly. Again, there is the whole question of whether we are going to go to the end on this hard tire or if we're still going to box. But I do worry that that slight offset that Alonso has by 7 or 8 laps is going to help him quite a bit. Do you think it's Hamilton's last year before retirement? No. Yeah, Alonso's already in DRS range. I mean, would he really do worse than Perez as well? I mean, I don't think so. Tsunoda would do much better than Perez in that Red Bull, in my opinion. I mean, in the last 5 races of the season, Sergio Perez got outscored by Zhou Guanyu. And that Sauber is the worst car on the grid. It's not a great look, really, is it? Do you really think Yuki Tsunoda do worse than that? I mean, oh, another yellow flag now. Who's that? What? What happened? No one retired. What just happened? Yuki's dropped down to 5th. Did he have a moment? Did he have a bit of a half spin or something? Not outscored, equaled. Put some respect on my Checo's name. That's not great respect being compared against Zhou Guanyu, though. I'm not going to lie. That's not doing you a lot of good. Well, we have got a 2.5 second gap to Leclerc. I don't know what happened to Tsunoda at the start of that lap, but he dropped off quite significantly. Yeah, right, Lemon? Tell me about it. Alonso looks really quick, though, man. I'm not going to lie. I said I'd rather have Yuki behind me than Alonso, and I think that's starting to prove right now.
Lewis.
Very much starting to prove. Peter gifting us up as well to Sanskar. Thank you much, Peter, for the gift us up to Sanskar for the next 3 months. What a legend. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Look up the inside, down towards turn 1. Oh, it's time. We're just going to break late on the outside. And we'll maintain that position over Alonso for the time being. But it looks quick, man. I think we might need to do a second pit stop, you know, because I think that hard tire on his is working a lot better than ours. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat though to welcome Sanskar into Vince fam on behalf of Peter as well. Thank you much, dude. Appreciate it, man. Alonso looked up the inside. Wasn't really alongside to warrant that. Okay, we definitely need to talk strategy now, chat. We definitely need to talk strategy. Because that hard tire on Alonso is much stronger than ours. And I don't think, if we try and go to the end, I think we don't win this race. I feel like we need to stop at some point. Driver behind.
Alonso behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Your last lap time, 1 minute 28.6.
28.6 for him. 29.1 for us. It was 5 tenths quicker that last lap. It's going to get us soon, man. Box lap 55 for softs. That's way too late. Way, way, way too late. If we want to go softs, we need to go on about lap 48, I think. 49, maybe. That was a good exit out of that final corner. We should hold down towards turn 1. Oh, God. Pace similar to yours? I don't think it is. He was literally 5 tenths fast that last lap. And if he gets a good exit here, he'll be past us. I think this is going to happen now, isn't it? It's going to happen now. I'm low on battery. Here comes Alonso. He looks up the inside. Tucks around the outside. We held that position really nicely around the outside. Goes Fernando Alonso. No way through. I mean, I don't think I could put this up for 21 laps, chat. Yeah, it's a fairly new feature, Sanskar. Been around for a little bit now. You can subscribe in months in advance. It's pretty cool. My eye is really itchy. This isn't helpful. Even Leclerc started gaining on us. Oh, much better. Is Alonso on a one-stop strat? He's on his second stop at the moment, but he'll be done to in the race now. That was his second stop when he boxed for hard tires, but he's going on that hard to the end. I just don't feel I can hold on to the end of the race like this.
Okay, we're boxing this lap.
Oh my God, here he comes again. But go the long way round. Nice. I can't do this for 20 laps, man. I can't do this for 20 laps. I'll try and do it until lap 49 and go softs, but if we box now, we'll come out so far back. I don't think it's a good option. Here comes Alonso again, up the inside this time. We'll try and wrap around the outside. And again, we just hold on. This is tough to call, man. Really tough to call. Whose F1 tire is that on your shelf? I stole it off Max Verstappen's garage this year. Your race was cooked with that safety car? Yeah, it made things difficult. It was difficult to say whether we should have pit or not because
okay, remember to pit this lap.
we would have either had to go, oh shit, on mediums, or we had to go for long on the hards. I mean, I don't know. And we go again, down towards turn 1. We'll get him this time. Perez up to P5. I genuinely don't know what to do. I mean, maybe we can still go mediums at the end instead of softs. Just go Longer on this hard tire for a bit longer. Around the inside this time for Alonso. I don't know how we're doing this. I don't know how we're doing this. But we're just keeping ourselves in front of Alonso every time. Mediums now. We'll lose so much position, though. We'll have to try and overtake so many cars. I would rather try and extend this stint as much as we possibly can. I don't know. I really don't know. What up, Jake? I'm defending as much as I can from Alonso, but it's not going to work for too much longer, I don't think. We're doing fine at the moment, but...
Just focus on the driving.
Hopefully Leclerc will help you out, Alonso. He's not. He's not really getting involved at the moment. He's kind of just sitting back. That was nice through the final corner. Does Alonso need to pit again? No. He's done. The rest of the race. We've got a nice exit there. We should hold. Nice, that was better. That was better. Pit 47 and push mediums like hell. We're gonna have so much traffic. That's the issue. We can do that, but we're gonna get a lot of traffic. Maybe his tire's hurting, maybe, I don't know. I know mine started to struggle a little bit on the rears. I rejoined right now, it says P17. The thing is, if we stay on to the end of the race, I feel like we're guaranteed a top 3. If we box, I don't know where we'll finish. If we stay out, we're guaranteed a top 3. Because I don't think Perez will catch enough. So either we try and get to the end, or we do box. But I don't know where we're going to finish. That's the issue. I don't know if we can get a top 3 if we box. I think you stay out. Stay out then. Go for exciting and box. It's a big gamble. That's if Dimitri's locked in. Yeah, he already fucked up one pit stop. Comes Alonso again. Too far back. Just doing enough again. How are my tires doing? They're not great. They're okay, but they're not great. Fuck. Soul, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Stephen, Rick Loss. Thank you for the follows on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you as well. Welcome in. Hope you guys having a good one. 17 to go. What's my least favorite track in the F1 24 calendar? Miami. Oh my god, the rears are not gripping at all. Here he comes again. Look up the inside. A little bit too far back. I'm doing everything I can right now, man. I'm doing everything I can. 14% they're dead. It's the rear tire's the issue. The rear right. 18% is sliding. It might be tire temperature related. Maybe not. 100 degrees. Here he comes again. Looks around the outside. We cover that inside nicely. We go a little bit deep. Alonso tries a little switchback. We position ourselves well. Mate. I mean, we are doing it at the moment, but I just don't know if we can do it for the entire race. This is an onslaught from Alonso right now. This is an absolute onslaught. Bit of a lock up there. Not ideal. Should he be on mediums to the end right now? Yeah, we had a safety car. I love Alonso. My wife hates him, really? I thought usually the wives loved him. That wasn't a great exit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just do enough once again. Lucky Verstappen fumbled his strat? Yeah. It is. I think he's still in that second group, isn't he? I mean, Tsunoda's actually boxed, you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No way. No. No. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. Shit. What do we do, chat? We're gonna do something for him in this race. Do you need to be P1? For the championship? Yeah, kind of. That safety car was really, really poorly timed, wasn't it, really? Safety car really did hurt us. And our chance of winning. Let's see how long we can stay in DRS for.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.4.
Maybe we can try and stay within DRS range the entire time, I don't know. If we can try and stay within DRS, we'll be okay, but...
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
We are keeping the DRS range right now. You got a nice exit onto the second straight. Lap 52 and go softs. What's our rejoin? 13th. The problem is it's a long pit stop here. I think it's like close to 25 seconds. I just don't know. I don't think we can catch 25 seconds with 10 laps. Should I go on you goes fastest? Go on, King. If we box, I don't guarantee we finish top 3. If we stay out, I do guarantee we finish top 3. That's the situation right now, really. That's the situation. I think you risk more with a pit stop. That's what I'm saying. And there's not really any gaps we can box into either. And get clean air or anything, so I don't know. I think we lose more than we gain if we box. And we are keeping in DRS range of Alonso, to be fair. We'll just try and keep it like this. Oh, Jesus. Hit that inside curb a little bit too hard. 27.3 from Tsunoda now. But he's quite far back. Think you missed the opportunity? I think we never had an opportunity, really. Sounds like I need a red flag. To be fair, yeah, a safety car red flag would actually really help us. But I think everyone would probably box onto softs, wouldn't they? But at least we'll be in an equal position to the guys around us. That's probably the only positive take out of that. The guys around me have better tires than me. By the way, Alex Albon P5 right now. What a drive so far for the Williams. His teammate and Lando Norris, the reason why we got a safety car, so it kind of helped him out.
slowly gaining on the car in
Once
front,
we're taking
trying
this
to
game
keep
over,
up this
yeah.
momentum.
Yeah, if we make a mistake and lose DRS, that's curtains, really, isn't it? We are keeping it close through turn 3. Time to cut away one of your mirrors. Anything for weight saving, right? Yeah, this is net position for our one. Oh, we're quite close here. A little bit too far back, but tell you what. Wasn't too bad there, was it? 26.9 from Sonoda now. I mean, we are kind of keeping the pace, aren't we? We are keeping the pace.
Tyre condition still looking good.
On slightly more worn hard tyres. We are keeping up with Alonso here. I think you're golden right now. Your pace looks good, to be fair. Alonso's disappearing. No. I thought once Alonso passes, he'd kind of just swiftly move on, but we have actually been keeping him busy, haven't we? I thought that tyre offset he has to be able to pull away, but we've actually done a pretty solid job in just keeping with him. And if we could try and just keep doing that for now, maybe we'll get an opportunity at some point to overtake him. I think if we get the chance to overtake Alonso, we have to do it. Because I don't know how many opportunities we're going to get. It's great we're staying with him, but in terms of actual overtake opportunities, we're not going to get many. So if it does arise, we have to take it. Have to take it. He keeps getting good exits out of that corner. How's the tyre? Tyre's not bad. And this might be an opportunity up here, actually. Here we go. Alonso defends the inside, round the outside. Where we go and try and outbrake him. Alonso just a little bit closer to the line. That might have been the first opportunity. Of how many? Who knows? But that was an opportunity there. It was just a bit better under braking. I think we were a touch later, but it was a bit more efficient on the brakes through the corner. That's the benefit of having that fresher tyre. You can do that a bit more. He just pulls away a little bit through here. Come on. We're on the verge of 10 laps to go. So we're going to come down to this. We thought we'd be doing a 2-stop race. So far, it's only been a 1-stop for us. We didn't think we'd do 1-stop in this race, but here we are. It's crazy what a safety car can do to your strategy. DRS will open again, a little bit too far back at turn 1. Yeah, we're getting pizza tonight. I didn't have any dinner either. I had like a little snack from my stream. And I was like, I might just get some pizza tonight or something. A little bit of a snap on the exit of turn 3. That might just impact any chance we get out of here. Yeah, it will. A little bit too far back now. We'll just save our battery for next time around. Yeah, you can find so much time in a fresh tyre around here. What pizza? Well, Domino's is open till 11. Or I could just do like a local takeaway kind of place, but not gonna lie, their pizza kind of mid. Am I ordering pizza for the whole stream? Sure, chat what you want. Say Hawaiian to piss people off. Poutine over pizza? I do like poutine, to be fair. The red chicken on pizza? Tandoori chicken?
Behind is dropping back.
Albon P5? Yeah, Albon's been cooking. Albon's been cooking. Youngo, Montel, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you as well. Spezzy, thanks for following as well. Appreciate you guys. Welcome in. Probably not the best place to read followers out there because I just lost out to Alonso a little bit. Come on. We are opening up that gap to Perez as well, so 10 laps to go. Pizza soaked in prune juice. That's my favorite. Russ is up to P5 now. Rest in peace, Albon P5. It was fun while it lasted. Come on. 10 to go here in Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. Still coming down to the last few laps here, isn't it? Between Alonso, ourselves, and Leclerc right behind us. Leclerc hasn't really got himself in any overtaking positions yet. We've had a couple of chances to try and get past Alonso and not be able to take him. But hopefully we'll get another opportunity soon. Alonso's pace is pretty strong right now. If he does win this race, he will close the gap in the championship. So it's not just a race for the win. It's also a race for vital championship points as well.
Let's get past them.
Yeah, we started on pole position. At the moment, we're not converting that pole position to a win. And from turn 3 we go. That wasn't too bad there. We get a good turn 4, maybe there's an opportunity.
Okay, mate, we're not using as much fuel as we predicted, which means we've got extra performance in hand. So let's push, use it all up.
Oh, there's a little gap here around the outside. We go at the end of the straight. We managed to get alongside Alonso. Can we get alongside at the next corner as well? Lock up, and we make contact with Alonso. A wheel-to-wheel bump between ourselves and the Spaniard, and it's getting hot and spicy here in Singapore. A little too late on the brakes. We just go wheel-to-wheel in a physical contact with Alonso. Is that a sign that things are going to get very fiery in these last 8 laps? It was a little bit of a nudge, but we didn't quite get the position, so... Come on. That was another opportunity there, but not taking these chances we're getting right now. Need to be clinical with this. We have used up quite a bit of, Oh, Jesus, bit of a snap on the rear as well.
Right,
Almost Lance-strolled it. That allows Leclerc to get a bit closer. But that Nui rocket ship is definitely proving its worth right now, isn't it? Gotta get that inside line. He covers it every time. I think I'm a little bit too far away here, aren't I? I've not got a huge amount of batch to try and chase him down, so might be better just waiting for next lap. Get rest in 10 on there. Let's try and charge some battery through this middle sector then. Oh, come on. Lap 55 of 62. We're really cutting it tight right now. This will feel like the longest 7 laps of Alonso's life. It will feel like the quickest for ours. That's a bit of a sketchy sector 2 there. We did save some battery. The rear tyre's trying to spin up again.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Come on. 6/10 to Alonso. A little bit too far back right now. Are we boxing? No. I mean, we're on lap 55 of 62. There's no point boxing. They're a bit silly too.
Gap to your teammate behind, 17.0.
Leclerc gonna scan both of you. Imagine. Me and Alonso both get run off the track, and then Leclerc just takes that P1 away. Maybe that's what he's waiting for. Still a little bit too far back here, aren't we? Yeah, getting closer though. We'll get another opportunity soon. It might be one of the last opportunities we get though, so when the opportunity arises, we really need to take the most of the next one. Because it may well be the last time we get it. Rear tire's still sliding. Through guys Leclerc. It's a shame that was only a short lived for 3 corners here. Haven't taken Singapore's really difficult in opportunities. there are opportunities, I'd say. Obviously, end of second straight is one of the biggest ones. You just got to take it when it arrives. What's the blue icon next to Russell? That's the rival. Ratings rival. Still a bit too far back on Alonso. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we enter lap 57 of 62. 5 laps to go. If you guys are new here and you are enjoying the stream, make sure to smash that follow button. Who will come out on top between ourselves, Alonso, and maybe even Leclerc? This is your chance to follow before things get even spicier in these final 5 laps. Here we go, down towards turns 5 and 6 again. This is looking pretty good this time around. Alonso covers the inside. Round the outside we go, Alonso. Under braking. There it is. There it is. This time we capitalize. And with 5 to go, that's the move we're waiting for. And we lead the Singapore Grand Prix with 5 to go. It's been such a topsy-turvy race. But now we lead it again. We carried a lot more speed into the corner that time. No holding back. He will still have the DRS there. We will still get opportunities. Now we have to put our car in every defensible position possible. Just got to keep our battery topped up as well. That's the other key thing here. Come on. On to 58 we go. We now lead the Singapore Grand Prix to Fernando Alonso. Are we going to go back to back to back? We won in Monza. We won in Baku. Are we going to take our 3rd victory in a row here in Singapore? Is it going to be close enough out of this corner? This is where we have to utilize our battery. I think it's a little bit too far back here, isn't it? We are trying to go for that hat trick. And we will maintain the position into this left-hander. This is the key position. The key corner.
Strategy 5, it's Huckle time.
I'm not familiar with the Barry, sorry. I know a Barry, I don't know a Barry. Alonso is still all over the back of us. Need Leclerc to push harder. Yeah, he's just been chilling the entire race, isn't he? Leclerc's been vibing behind us, not really bothering anyone too much. Come on. Leclerc's the chill guy, for real. I might have burnt too much battery there. That might not have been smart. That might not have been smart at all. Alonso's close. Alonso's really close. I've got no battery. Uh-oh. 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 Round the outside goes Fernando Alonso at turn 1. We're going to clash again. Oh, we got a little bit deep. But we avoid contact with Alonso. We hold the lead once again. It's getting fierce out here in Singapore. It's getting sweaty in Singapore. But we hold off Alonso at turn 1. Here we go again. This time it's a lot closer as we head out turn 4 down the second straight. We hold the inside. Alonso goes up the inside. We're slightly low on the brakes and we hold position once again. Whoa. It really is heating up out here. A chance to catch our breath. We've still got a few more laps of this. Oh, it's a little bit too deep there. We'll get the exit, though. Oh, buddy. What position is Verstappen? Not sure. And I'll be honest, I don't care right now. I don't care about Max too much right now. Still a bit tight on battery here. On to lap 60. Next lap is the penultimate lap of this race. We hold at turn 1 once again. How close will he be? Out of turn 4, though. The second straight is where it's at. That's where all the time is for Fernando Alonso. I think he's too far back, isn't he? 6 tenths, 5.5. Now 5 as we head down the second straight. I think it's too far back. He is. We will hold once again at the most vital corner on this calendar. This corner means everything to us right now. If we lead into that corner, we are going to lead the lap. It is absolutely imperative that we are leading into that corner. I think if we win this, it'll be win number 7, I think. I can't quite remember. Oh, let's have a little look over the inside there. Oh, he just tried to stick his wing in. For us right now, Sans Cup, this is the most important corner of the calendar. Yes, it is. Here comes Alonso again. Getting close. Too far back. How many Drivers' Championships we got? This will be our second if we win this one. We've got plenty of matches to use here. Alonso got a good exit out of turn. At the final corner, sorry. Down towards turn 1 we go. We hold again. Onto the penultimate lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. The final 2 laps here in Singapore. Come on. Come on. We've got some battery here. Not a huge amount, but we've got some. And that might just hold us one more lap. It's going to go down to the wire here in Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. We hold once again on the second to last lap. It's all about this final lap. Come on. Well, that's a little bit deep there. We just got the car corrected, though. Needs to get a good exit here. Mad Dog sums up. Thanks for follows on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. There we go. Having a good one. I appreciate the follows. Here we go. Need to conserve some battery here. We haven't quite got as much as we did on the last lap. But this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, on to the final lap of the Singapore Grand Prix. Are we going to hold on for race victory on lap 62 of 62? Down towards turn 1 we go. And we have still got a decent gap to the Spaniard at the moment. Charles Leclerc still sitting pretty in P3 right now. This would mean a lot for the championship. Neither of us will get that fastest lap. Here we go. It's all about this corner right up here. Can we hold him? I think we've got the gap. Here comes Alonso. Too far back. And that might just do it for us. That might just do it. We needed to hold on to that corner, and we've done exactly that. Come on. This has been a really monumental effort this time around to try and win this race. Alonso's going to start getting desperate. Nice exit out of the hairpin. Alonso too far back. 5-2's the gap. That was a really good exit. Here we go. Just a few more corners. Here in Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. Is the hat trick about to happen? Down towards the Ferris wheel we go. I think we're going to do it. Alonso's too far back. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second time this season, the 3P is here. We are winners in Singapore. Come on.
Yes, 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 guys, yes. Come on, boys. That's 3 wins in a row, mate. Unbelievable work.
What a great race it's been then. Another classic Singapore Grand Prix.
Hello? Are we good? There we go, we're good. I accidentally hit my mic. Oh, man. GG, ladies and gentlemen. What a result.
Are on a roll now and really
3 in a row.
Clearly one to look out for.
Oh, man. Per Gasly doing what he does best. Yep, typical.
And I can see the drivers.
I just got hurt when I hit the mic. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't mean to.
Celebrations. A real team victory today. Oh,
that was a tough race, man. Tough race.
Your race winners.
Big win. Big win. Is that one hand on the championship? It may well be, you know. It may well be. John, go on. Thanks for following us on Twitch, guys, as well. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Don't forget, if you guys are new here and you did enjoy that race, make sure to smash that follow button. The next race we do for the career mode will be on Monday. We are going to do a 100% American Grand Prix. I think it's Coach up next, isn't it? Circuit Americas. And that'll be a sprint race as well. So a long weekend on Monday. Next time we live, though, will be on Sunday. On Sunday, we'll be doing some open lobbies. We'll be doing a community race as well on Sundays. So if you guys want to sign up for that, make sure to join our Discord as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time this season, we have won a hat trick of races. 3P, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to call that. We won the first 3 races, and now we've won the last 3 races as well. And that is exactly what we needed to extend our championship lead over Fernando Alonso. And that was a really tough effort with that one stop. He had that tyre offset. He had that grip advantage, but we did just enough to hold that win over Alonso. And Leclerc finishes in P3 as well. Sergio Perez finishes in P4. Russell, Albon, Sainz, Hamilton, Stroll, and Verstappen only P10 for the Dutchman. So him pitting on that safety car was really bad for him. He qualified second, was leading the race through most of the race as well, but then lost it right when that safety car came out, and he finished 10th today. Yuki Tsunoda picks up the fastest lap, but won't get the point because he's not in the top 10, and you can see the rest of the finishers there as well. Just the 2 DNFs, and the reason why the safety car came out was because of these 2 right here, Lando Norris and Logan Sargent retiring on the same lap, and it brought out the safety car. Whew. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship then. 57 points over Fernando Alonso. Since Belgium, we have been on another level. We were struggling a little bit up until Belgium, but since then, we've turned our game around, and we are leading the championship now by 57 points to Alonso. He's also gapped Verstappen by a good bit as well. He's got a good advantage over him by 19 points now, heading into the Circuit of the Americas. Charles Leclerc in P4, only 11 points off from Max Verstappen as well. As for the Constructors' Championship, and there you can see the only teams to it to score a point is Sauber. We've got Haas on 13 points in 9th, Alpine on 40 in 8th, Williams on 44, McLaren on 47, so really tight between those 3 teams for P6. We've got Racing Bull in 5th on 193, Ferrari in 4th on 278. Close between the Aston Martins and the Red Bulls for 2nd place. 346 for Red Bull, 374 for Aston Martin, and we've got a 95-point lead over Aston Martin, which is absolutely huge. He had the grip, but you had the balls. He's got a wife and 2 kids at home. What can I say? GG, ladies and gentlemen. That is a big win in the office. I should have said Cadillac as well, to be fair. Should have said Cadillac too. Winning the GP and Spurs losing? Oh, we'd love to see Spurs lose. What's the score in the Spurs game? Where's the champagne? We have particles turned off. Because it causes a lot of issues, so... There we go. 92 rating. Let's go. Love to see it. Where did Ollie finish? Didn't see. He finished in... don't quite remember. I'll have a look in a second. 1-0 Rangers, is it? Nice. Spursy things, huh? Spursy things. Ah, man. What a result, chat. What a result. What a race. What a day. Was it P18 for Ollie, was it? Does that mean he lost out to his teammate? That sucks. We can have a quick look here, actually. We can have a quick look. Recognition of this game is dumb as fuck. It's really stupid. Really stupid. It is a rework for F125, really, but... let's see. Ollie Behrman, yeah, he finished 18th behind his teammate, so... Unlucky, Ollie. Unlucky. I mean, love to see the consistency across Behrman's results there. 15, 19, 17, 17, 17, 17, 20, 18. He's never DNF'd, to be fair. He's not DNF'd yet, so at least he's got some reliability for the team. Right. Let's move on to the Texan Grand Prix then, shall we? How's my Mozart doing? So far, so good. I do want to upgrade to the R12 eventually, and I'd like to get the latest version of the FSR, but long-term things, I think. I've got to try and get a new rig first, I think. A new rig and maybe a new monitor. They're my kind of priorities right now, so. When did we start the career mode? At the start of the game.
Some new developments to come through, but I'm afraid to say that some of them have failed quality control. We're going to need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Might be Carlos' job to do that, let's see. Why an R12? Just an upgraded version of my one, basically. Right, in accordance with the R&D scenario rule set, Rebel was an upgrade removed from the car as a result of being the performance leader. And they are still the best team going into this, so look at that. The top 5 teams basically level with each other, aren't they? We've actually dropped down the performance chart a little bit, haven't we? We used to be the top team, but now we're the 4th best team. But it is basically tight across the top 5 there, so that's not all too bad. Any upgrades we could do here? Probably not. No, not really, unfortunately. What new rig are you looking at? I'm looking at the Track Racer T80. That looks like a really good rig. I'd probably get like the GTC with it as well, because honestly, the Formula 1 position is not really worth it for me. It's not really worth it, so I'd rather get in the GT position. How are McLaren so shit in the races? Well, they've got Lando Norris driving for them, so. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be today's stream over and done with, and what a win. 4 wins in our last 5. What a turnaround we are having. We struggled a little bit in a few races. Obviously, getting that P7 in Spain, that P8 in Hungary, that DNF in Imola. But since then, we've been monumental. We won in Belgium. We won in Monza. We won in Baku. And now we've won in Singapore. Are we going to win in Texas as well? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But that will be on Monday's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Next time we'll be on live will be on Sunday. I'm not going to be here tomorrow and on Saturday. On Saturday, we'll do the Creator Series meetup. So if you're not following my Instagram, make sure you do so. I'll be posting a lot on my Instagram of the Creator Series meetup, I'm sure. A lot of the guys will. But make sure you follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But yeah, next time we'll be live will be on Sunday. We'll be doing community racing. We'll be doing some open lobbies and stuff like that. So you guys will get the chance to race against me and all the other viewers as well on Sunday. So make sure to tune in for that if you'd like to. But the next Cremo stream will be on Monday. Can I request a raid tag? Get reserved from stream on. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I hit my thumb against the side of my mic arm, and it's actually kind of hurting. I'm not gonna lie. Busted my thumb before I go to the Creator Series meetup. Love to see it. Only Dale is live right now. Who's your request, Dana? Who's your request? And I can have a look. Viral injury from racing? I know, tell me about it. What's your requests? Joy? She's Joy from DreamHack, right? We can rate her. Why not? I met her at what's it called? DreamHack, so she was nice. I liked her. The 2160S really solid rig. I have heard about that actually. I think it was probably a bit out of my price range though. With the GT C that I wanted to get, I think come up to like £700. The T16 is a little bit more, isn't it? So, okay, this new Twitch update sucks. I was looking for her name. It's literally at the damn top. I hate this update. This update's yuck. All right, we'll go raid on Dana's request. We're going to raid someone called Joy. I met her at DreamHack. She was very lovely, so we'll go and say hello and show the love to her community from our own. Is Dana still at your house? Yeah, she's literally the other side of that wall right now. If I drill a hole through that wall, you can see her. She'll be literally over there. Right. That is me, that does it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with you guys on Sunday, 5 UK time, as always. We'll be back on Sunday for some open lobbies and some community races. In the meantime, we are going to head over to Joy. All my social medias are in the chat, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, on the chat right now. Make sure to jump in on Discord if you haven't already, so we get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule, so you can see what we're doing what day. And of course, you can hang out with me and all the other viewers on Discord. Plus, if you want to sign up for our community race on Sunday, you can do so in our Discord as well. So do jump on Discord if you haven't already. For those on TikTok, click the link in my bio. That takes to all my social medias. But until Sunday, have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you guys Sunday evening, 5 UK time. As always, give the Vince some raids up in the chat as well. Good nights.